Ryan Wiley, I see what you're talking on Twitter. Oh yes, I watch you. I see you on your Twitter. I see the shit you talk against me. Oh. Do you not realize who I am, Ryan Wiley? I destroy you. I break your back. I fuck your ass. I make you humble.
Hey guys, if you enjoy the Drunken Peasants podcast, be sure to go to audibletrial.com/Drunken Peasants to get your free audio book. They have books like The God Delusion or Mr. Mercedes by Stephen King. Also, 150,000 other titles to choose from. So be sure to check that out. It supports the show and you get a free audio book in the process. So what the fuck do you have to lose? Tacos.
Live from the frigid armpit of America, this is the Drunken Peasants podcast with Ben and TJ, bringing you opinions of the news from an altered perspective.
Fuck it! Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
What the fuck you talking about, atheist? It's okay.
You're nothing, TJ. You're garbage.
I just want to be light.
You're garbage.
And now, here are your hosts,
Ben and TJ.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live.
You're awesome, TJ. You're amazing.
Do
You're
it
great.
live.
You're a wonderful person,
Thing
TJ.
sucks.
Welcome to the Drunken Peasants podcast, where we DP the fuck out of
Excuse me, Ben. Let's all give TJ a big round of applause for being so wonderful.
Yes, thank you, TJ. Bravo, bravo.
Yeah. I'm awesome.
You know, like, the only reason I'm cheering you, TJ, is just because,
Acting!
is because people would expect me to insult you.
This was acting!
TJ acted.
Yeah,
I am the aluminum Sheik.
yeah. The aluminum
The
sheet.
aluminum
Fucking thing sucks.
I'm the
Say aluminum three times
Friend.
fast, TJ.
I'm the close friend of someone who once touched the Iron Sheik, and therefore I'm carrying on his lineage.
I see.
Sounds
So you're
legit.
taking over for him.
Yeah.
So do you do the camel clutch?
No.
No?
He does the camel toe.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
That's your finisher?
Yeah, the
Yes.
camel toe.
Yeah, I know you couldn't do the Iron Sheik voice the whole time because keeping up that energy is just exhausting. I don't know how he does it.
It was hard.
Yeah.
Even the
I
thing
think
I did, I was
I
like,
think he's
God
just a
damn.
state of being
Getting winded.
That's just who he is. You know what I mean? That's why I thought he doesn't have to put effort into keeping it.
You know,
up.
he's propelled by pure magical anger.
He is.
You know, he kind of reminds me of my dad in a way, because my dad, while not quite as angry as the Sheik, just kind of had that, like, I'm determined, but it's not through anything positive. It's just because I'm so pissed that I'm just going to fucking go and do whatever.
It was funny how you cut a promo on Ryan Wiley.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
Really, who better?
I want to fight Ryan Wiley at
No,
SummerSlam.
no, don't say
No,
that.
at SummerSlam.
At SummerSlam.
Oh, at SummerSlam. Okay.
You know, I
at
challenge
a fictional event known as SummerSlam.
Right. I challenge him to a formal match
Ryan Wiley, we're coming for you
at SummerSlam.
At SummerSlam.
at SummerSlam. And I'm gonna be the guy that has a dirty finish. Ryan Wiley gets some offense. I'm gonna hit him with the chair. Then TJ pins him.
No, the way the match is going to go is, like, first of all, it's going to open where I do some dastardly shit, like throw sand in his face,
Oh, man.
and he's crying, and I fucking do a blow.
You're actually the heel.
Oh, I'm the heel,
Oh, for
right,
sure.
yeah.
Okay.
And I grab him, and I German suplex him or something, you know, and I start fucking with him and just punching
he can be
his
like
face.
feminist man.
You give him the
Then,
camel
but
toe.
then, you know, he at some point he gets like a big reversal, and he starts kicking my ass.
That'd be ridiculous to say.
He's just, you know, tossing me in the post at
because
ringside
he-
unconvincingly.
He's not intimidating in the slightest.
You know, like those thing where, like, the little guy uses his momentum against the big guy
Yeah,
in wrestling,
sure.
and you got to use a lot of fucking imagination to make it make sense physically. It'd be like that, and then we
This
do
is
that
so
for a while,
ridiculous.
and he would slam my face into the thing. He'd do his, like, lame finisher, whatever, probably, like, I don't know, the math degree
The math.
off the top rope. And
Like at the Man
it
Crusher
would be
or
off the top
something.
rope.
I would kick out of it, and I'd be the first guy to kick out of it, so the crowd would be like hushed, like, oh my god, you know.
Would you just like no
what's
sell
it take to put? I wouldn't no sell it completely, but
Okay.
I would kick out like it would be a 2 count, and it would be one of the ones where I push him off me, you know. And then
What's your finisher, TJ?
after that,
camel toe.
after that, I would get up and I'd give him the camel toe. And,
I thought that was just
and he would kick out of that, you know? So it'd be like, oh shit, we both kicked out of each other's finishers. We're both still in this, you know?
Wouldn't you have multiple finishers though, TJ?
No, hold
was
on.
only one.
This is where you come in, Scotty.
Okay, that's right.
Oh, run-in. We're going to have a run-in.
Scotty, you know, once Scotty sees, oh shit, you know, he kicked out of the camel toe. No one's ever done that. Scotty, my manager, who's like wearing like a tweed business suit with like a pencil mustache, runs out angrily carrying some kind of object. I don't know. Maybe like a Klingon batleth.
Dude, no.
A Klingon
I would have like
battle.
I'd have a copy of like some feminist book, some big feminist book, and I hit him with it.
Oh, okay, there you go. And yeah, Scotty gets in the ring. He distracts the ref while he slides the book to me, and I grab it. And Ryan Wiley's just getting up out of a daze. Scotty's distracting the ref. I clock Ryan Wiley with the book. Ref turns around, just sees Ryan Wiley laying there, me pinning him. Ref goes 3 count. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, man, that sucks.
Oh.
That sucks because I want to hit Ryan Wiley with the book.
No.
Well, afterwards, you come in the ring and we both
of
kick the
course.
shit out of
well,
him.
Well,
Okay,
that's what
good.
heels
And
do.
Ben, too.
Good.
We all go in the ring and we all just kick him.
Ben comes from the audience, starts kicking.
The crowd
Shit.
boos. They throw like trash in the ring and shit.
That'd be pretty sweet.
If you guys like that story, hit the like button. Wow, TJ, you should write for the WWE. That would be...
I want to do a video about how it could be fixed because I think the 3 of us are actually smarter than the writers of WWE. But I mean, that's not saying anything.
So-
yeah,
I mean, we're not.
really.
That's not a bragging right, man.
So, do you want to address all the stuff here? I'll put the screenshots up for everyone to see. And
DMCA gate.
yes.
Oh, no.
So
And I'm sure the reason for us being
And
DMCA
if I,
was
I
very,
don't pay
very,
close attention
very
to what's going on
reasonable
around me.
and
But if
logical.
Jenny McCarthy is suing us, is that what's
no,
happening?
no.
Oh, what? I'm mistaken.
Her last name is not McCarthy.
I thought it was Jenny McCarthy. What is it? Jenny McDermott?
Something like that.
Jenny
What? You're an idiot, TJ.
Middlestrom? I don't know. I know it begins with an M.
Middlestrom.
Anyway.
How are you?
She's DMCAing us.
Oh no.
She said that she did. If she did, it has not yet gone through.
Yeah.
And
Maybe it's because it's bullshit.
Yep. So we'll just show everything. There were some comments here and there.
Neat.
Let's see. Put it up on the screen for everyone to see.
Well, let's see what it says. TJ, you read it in your
So-
feminist voice.
I need to do it with a feminist
So
voice.
so
Yes.
she was giving us an ultimatum, basically.
It left the screen.
Well, you can.
Well,
read
they
this
can
one.
read it themselves. I am DMCAing this video if you don't play the rest of my video and explain what it is about next show.
So
No. We're not doing that.
Yeah, sorry.
Drunken Peasants, you need to play the end. Oh,
Whoop.
it went away. You need to play the end of my video and explain your misrepresentation in your next due. If not, I'm DMCAing.
Go ahead.
So
Because
this is
it's
the,
totally
the
erroneous.
DMCA used as blackmail.
So here's an interesting one. It's the one basically showing, the things you need to be sure of before you file a DMCA. Also, she said that the DMCA was for our entire video. Segments of her video under
Oh
fair
yeah,
use
then here's some
appeared.
more blackmail.
Yeah.
You have an hour to get back to me or your video is getting removed. Huh, well, looks like the video is still up. Wow. Okay.
cyber terror.
Okay, and here's an interesting thing. This is her homepage, like for her channel.
Okay.
And-
What's TJ?
Yeah, why is TJ
Whose
on
channel
there?
is this? Is this hers or mine? I'm confused.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know, TJ. She's playing videos with you in them.
Oh, that's so
I think
strange.
like 5-minute clips.
So she could play videos of me and I can't play videos of her.
Yeah, apparently.
Okay.
Apparently, we get DMCA'd.
Oh, I see. I don't even know what the hell is going on there. Oh, it's
Oh, look at all
it's
these.
Ryan Wiley. Remember our match, Ryan.
Prepare for some random hate.
Remember our match, Ryan. You know, you lost like the bitch you are. Come on.
There's Thunderfoot
coming to our rescue like a dashing Superman figure.
All hail Thunderfoot, Overlord Thunderfoot.
All hail Thunderfoot! Thunderfoot! Hail Thunderfoot!
Dear Thunder Dunder, you just got pwned by this dude.
Oh no, Thunder Dunder.
Thunder Dunder.
Actually, I think I have time to read it.
And then there was Mike Dice, who didn't have anything to do with the other situation. It was just
Mark Dice.
Yeah. Mike Dice. So apparently, a lot of people got upset.
Yeah.
What? This guy is he's so stupid.
Okay, so it's going over them again, so we can come back here. So anything you want to say about, you know, the use of the DMCA and...
You know, I'm not an expert on the DMCA, but from where I'm sitting, it doesn't really look like it's a valid use. It looks like she's basically just trying to have it taken down because she disagrees with it. Not because she feels that it's really infringing upon her copyright.
She's saying that it's slanderous, and I don't really think the DMCA has anything to do with that.
It's the Digital Millennium Copyright Act. That's nothing to do with that. That's basically abuse of the law.
We provided commentary over her video. There's no DMCA.
Well, people like Ryan Wiley are arguing, well, you guys are making money off it. He's saying it has to be nonprofit. He's not a lawyer, so I don't... Ryan Wiley, you're not a lawyer.
Yeah, it's funny because Ryan Wiley...
Unless you are, secretly, you shouldn't be giving legal advice.
Ryan Wiley wouldn't come on our show when he said he'd be willing to come on the show again. I offered to have him come on again, and he said he wouldn't because he wasn't like an expert on Gamergate, which, I mean, he could have talked about other stuff too, but
of course.
I mean,
which he made a video about.
But now all of a sudden he's an expert on copyright law, just out of the blue.
Not enough of an expert to argue about Gamergate, but enough of an expert on law to sit there and like explain to us who has a case, who doesn't have a case.
Yeah,
I'm sure,
and everything else. Like, look, dude, you're not a lawyer. You can't really make the determination. You can't show me, okay, well, this is a legal precedent, and this is that, and here's where I'm correct. It's like, well, even if that is, I mean, that precedent could change, and two, you're not really qualified to practice law or give legal advice.
Right.
So I don't know why he is doing that.
And discourse through Twitter with little text messages is pointless.
Yeah, right, and I never understand this. He seems to view like any sort of like, I don't want to come on the show because it's futile to actually have a discussion one-on-one. And yet it's not futile to sit there on Twitter all day posting your thoughts and beliefs in 140 characters.
I would say when he came on here, I mean, we disagreed with him, but I don't think we treated him like shit or anything like that.
No.
So I think we were pretty respectful to him for the most part.
I mean,
he's,
for the most part, I think you surely make fun of him, but it's not like we have this great hatred of this guy. I mean, like that's what he kind of seems to assume. He's like, oh, well, some of the people in the audience say things to us. Like, we have no control over what the audience does. Like, we've never encouraged, like, audience, go endlessly troll Ryan Wiley. Like, we might have said things about that to, like, people who are famous that's not even going to really matter. Like, go send the beast to Brock Lesnar. But I don't ever really call us any, and maybe I'm wrong, but I don't remember any of us telling people to go and harass Ryan Wiley.
No.
Because, I mean, I would never be in favor of that because, like, I already know. I mean, I've had people harass me online.
Obviously, people will do things on their own accord, but I do not condone it whatsoever. With anyone's videos that we play, I do not condone bothering anyone. I mean, like, if it's someone... I mean, like the Brock Lesnar thing, yeah. I mean, I'm sure Brock Lesnar's really hurt by that.
Yeah,
you know
I mean,
like,
someone that's already famous or has a lot of notoriety, that's a little bit different. But, I mean, I don't encourage someone to go find some random person we featured on YouTube and then just let me go harass them endlessly. Yeah, of course not. Because, I mean, I think anyone that's kind of has any sort of fame or notoriety of any kind, you're going to have to put up with people having an opinion about you. And a lot of them are going to be negative because that's just a natural byproduct of anyone seeing your shit is you're a moron, you're an idiot. They'll detail every flaw you have, in my opinion. It's like, that's fine. That's just their opinion.
Yeah. So anyway, the DMCA we believe is bogus. We believe that if it does show up, we will obviously dispute it.
Yeah, we'll fight it for sure.
And the fact that it hasn't happened yet, I think, is an indication that it probably won't happen. And she uses TJ's videos, but we would not DMCA her no matter what. We have never DMCA'd anyone. So
Yeah,
Nor would we.
yeah, I mean, like people like TJ Fucks Things uses TJ's videos and stuff like that. We don't
care.
Yeah, we really don't care.
People write me all the time, ask me,
As long as you don't upload
can
our
I
whole
sample
video,
a video of yours in a song?
Yeah,
I'm like, go ahead.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Rock it.
The only way we'd file a DMCA is if someone took an unmolested Drunken Peasants episode, uploaded it, and monetized it, and like, I'm going to make money off you guys.
Yeah.
That's obviously not okay.
Yeah, that's
but
where the
anything
line
else,
is wrong.
I mean, if you wanted to like if you wanted to make an episode and comment about what we said, and like these guys are idiots.
You could make like anyone who's good at like mixing music. You could make like a song and mix our words together and make us say stupid, fucked up shit. You know, like twist our words around and do that kind of shit. You know, edit it however you want, whatever.
TJ fucked a
Yeah,
banana.
yeah, something like that.
TJ fucked a banana. Please make that song and send it to TJ.
It'll happen now, dude.
TJ fucked a banana.
Yeah, but not just
So
like
you
that.
just put it out
it's like
there,
TJ
so-
fucked a banana.
No,
like,
I'm
you
just
know.
putting my voice out there so someone can use it.
Yeah, TJ fucked a banana.
TJ fucked a banana.
Yeah, so there you guys
TJ,
go.
do it too, buddy.
You want me to do it?
Yeah.
I don't think it makes sense.
It's still funny.
Someone will put it into something. I'll get it.
TJ fucked a banana.
Okay.
You did.
You're
so.
a good sport, TJ.
TJ fucked a banana.
Okay, so
baby.
I don't even think we need to play her video. We were going to play the one that, or do you want to?
Who?
Jenny McDermott.
Jenny? No.
No. Why even give her
Nah.
any more attention? She's full of shit.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay.
It seemed like something to do at the time, but now.
Yeah, we were
fuck
talking
her.
about it before the show, but that's fine. I mean, I'm sure you enjoyed the attention you got, but you had to resort to. I don't know. It's
Go to
something we would
ridiculous.
never
Okay,
resort to.
here's the thing. She made a video about this on her own channel, and I saw even her own audience saying, like, this is slimy. I can't believe you even did this, and you're going to actually, like, own up to it, too.
Right.
Like, this is a thing to do. Someone said something I don't like. I'm going to try to have them taken off. It's like, fuck you.
You know, it kind of reminds me of the people with the Westboro Baptist Church, like, ban them. It's like, no, that's not really freedom of speech is about. If you believe in freedom of speech, even these idiots, like, as long as they're not actually doing any things they say, they're just idiots on the street corner, you know what I mean? 'Cause it's literally what they are, holding signs looking like fucking morons. It's like, if they want to do it, it's their life.
The views of Scotty do not necessarily represent the views of the Drunken Peasants podcast.
So you're anti-freedom of speech?
No, I'm just.
Yeah, I was like, okay, well, like, I mean,
The
Here's a-
disclaimers of Ben do not
Dude,
necessarily represent
dude,
the views of the
freedom,
Drunken
freedom of
Peasants
speech doesn't make
podcast.
any sense to protect popular ideas.
I know.
You know?
Well, in most other countries, hate speech. Is
Hey
illegal.
guys,
I don't agree with
Next
that.
guys,
video.
I got something to say.
What?
You know, Osama bin Laden, you know, he attacked our country back in 2001, took down the towers, and I gotta say, I strongly disagree with that.
TJ, I think an armed mob is going to show up at our door now.
Yeah, well, you know, I put it out there, I said it.
Didn't you make a video about that? Like, as a guy at a bumper sticker, it's like, fuck terrorism or something.
Yeah, I'm like, who cares? Like, who doesn't, where are the pro-terrorist
Yeah.
bumper stickers?
Terrorism,
Nowhere.
yay!
Nowhere. All right. So here's a video, a response video to you. I don't think we're gonna play the whole thing.
I'm gonna play it all.
All right.
Hello, YouTube. This is Thomas Murray.
Hi, Thomas.
And
Murray.
I just had to make this video because I was just watching.
You know, I like this
amazing
guy
Hulk.
because I watch him and I feel better about my hairline, you know?
What kind of shirt is he wearing?
This is like the
He's wearing a
mild.
Hulkamania
Is
shirt.
like-
it?
This is
Yeah.
like the mild mannered form of the beast. This is like the beast. Like,
He seems very calm, but he doesn't like you, TJ. You're disgusting.
yeah, TJ. But this is like the
I'm
beast's
okay.
cousin.
He likes me.
But he has a Hulk Hogan shirt on, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, that's a cool shirt.
On YouTube.
Yeah.
And it just made me sick.
Yeah.
Sick to my stomach.
I
Are
agree.
you sure
I
it
just
wasn't
wanted
the
to throw up.
15 pounds of nachos you ate earlier?
No, dude, I agree with this guy. He really has you, man. Disgusts me.
I can't believe
Yeah, look at
there
I.
are actually people like that in the world.
Yeah.
Who could?
That's right there is what's amazing.
Imagine being related to one.
It's
of
not
them.
amazing that he's an atheist.
No.
It's amazing that there's people like that in the world that actually talk like
Great
that.
joke.
The filth that was coming out of his mouth,
Oh, you're such a piece of shit, TJ.
and the hate
Yeah.
and the evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just plain sickening.
Yes, I agree.
I'm sitting next to him, man.
TJ, do you
I'm
want
sitting next to him.
Yeah,
do you
but
want to defend yourself? You're TJ. Do you think you even have a leg to stand on, TJ?
you know the funny thing is, like when like a guy like this says stuff against you, you kind of just almost take it as a compliment. Because he's just sitting there like, he's evil and I can't believe what he said.
TJ, would you call it a
And
moment
it's almost
of
like,
clarity?
this is awesome. This is like a promo for me.
Yeah.
No, TJ,
Is
would you
this
call
like
us-
the wrestling themed show
Yeah.
or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anybody who comes to this episode and watches this, you know, they hear him. It's almost
a Hulk Hogan shirt.
It's
on.
almost, but he's almost like he's giving me a
Bennett,
sales
I didn't even-
pitch.
I
You
didn't
know,
even
Are you
know
on
that.
camera?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have Ultimate
pretty
Warrior.
sweet.
Yeah, I have an Ultimate Warrior
Yeah.
shirt on. This is totally not planned.
And I'm the aluminum sheik.
Dude.
Yeah,
TJ,
yeah.
I want to ask you something, though, TJ.
What?
Is this giving you like a moment of clarity to realize you're like a really disgusting, evil person?
I already knew that.
And I think this is a legitimate question. I think this guy, the Beast cousin, has brought up a good point.
I already knew. He's like a wrestling fan, but every wrestling thing I see in his room is like retro wrestling.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's like a contemporary wrestling.
I think he's
fan.
one of those
Is that
dudes
Kevin
that likes.
Nash?
Yeah.
He's got
Oh,
a Kevin Nash
That's
poster?
an old school Kevin Nash
Dude,
poster.
he's
What
living
the
in the
fuck?
fucking early 90s.
This video looks like it was shot in the 90s.
I know, right?
I have a full camera mode now too. I didn't have it for forever. Yeah.
Ben is hideous.
I am. Stop.
Why not? Bitch. It doesn't even make sense.
It's just sickening. I saw one comment on this video. It was a
One
video
comment on your video
about I hate religion and I hate Jesus.
yeah.
He only saw one
Yeah,
comment.
on one of your most popular
You're
videos,
slacking
he saw
off.
one.
Well, he only saw one comment that said they hated Jesus. TJ, come on, man.
Jesus.
Step up your game.
I hate religion and Jesus too.
Yeah.
And there was a comment from a guy
What he
that
say?
said, "Fuck God. God can suck my dick."
What?
I know you've been waiting
What?
your whole life to
What?
say that. You just waited for someone else to say it.
Yeah, he was
Say it in
wait. He wanted to
context.
say it like he wanted to say it, but he knew he couldn't because he's like, God will send me to hell. But what if someone else says it and I just repeat it to tell people
Yep.
what was
You've
said?
been waiting forever.
Did this really happen, TJ? Someone really said this on your video?
Probably.
I just can't. To be honest with you, I'm in shock.
Yeah, I don't know if we can continue to work with him
Knowing that.
anymore. Yeah.
I mean, I'm so deeply offended, TJ. And we know in America it's a very valid argument. I'm offended, TJ. Do you understand that I'm offended?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you like that.
You know, I'm offended. Let me say it again for the record. I am offended. Ben, are you offended?
How offended are you?
Extremely offended.
Like on a scale from 1 to 10, how offended?
10.
On a scale from 1 to 100, how offended?
100.
I'm so offended I can't even think of a number.
Yeah, Ben
Like,
is
I'm
that offended.
Yeah, I'm that offended.
We're that offended, TJ.
What can I do?
Close your YouTube channel down.
Uh-huh.
And go live in a monastery and beg for forgiveness for the rest of your life.
For the rest of my life?
The rest of your life. And eat
The
only bread.
rest.
If I feel like I'm
The
coming...
rest of your life.
If I feel like I'm coming towards the end of my life, maybe I got like 2 or 3 years left, can
No.
I quit then and just
No.
You can only eat bread
try
and
to
water.
eke out some final years enjoyment or
No,
no?
No.
No?
Wow, are you
Okay.
joking? Dude, you spent almost 10 years on YouTube
Yep.
trashing God.
Trashing.
It's going to take the rest of your
God.
life to even kind of...
The rest of
atone
your
for
life
that.
has to be hell before you go to hell and burn for eternity.
Yeah, you're not going to go to heaven either.
Piece of
Oh,
shit.
well, then there's no point. I might as well just keep being an asshole.
No, TJ.
No, you're not allowed.
No, man. Come on.
It's your punishment.
Oh. I don't care. Fuck that.
All right. Well, you're going to hell then.
Fuck God.
I think it would have been cool if the Iron Sheik would have worn something like this that had
Little
dogs
doggies on it.
wearing sweaters.
Yeah.
Like this little dog.
Well, maybe we'll see the Iron Sheik one day and we can get him to do that.
I think he would freak out and
No.
that would be scary.
No.
So here's a conspiracy. Do you want to move on?
Sure.
Here's a conspiracy theory video about...
Not that this person's video is not deeply
It's riveting.
fascinating.
It's riveting.
And, it's got me on the edge of my seat.
I
almost feel like it's too intense for our show.
I have to move on because I might have a heart attack or something if I keep watching.
Yeah, it's like, oh my God, so much fucking intensity coming at me. It's like the Beast times 10.
I can't believe he has a Kevin Nash poster.
Dude, he needs to jerk off to something.
I know.
Oh my God.
He looks like he doesn't have a very good computer or camera, so that's all he can afford. I mean, don't be down on this guy just because he has,
Oh, yeah.
he has to put his jerk off material on the wall.
Mid-90s Kevin Nash. That's what gets me off. Mid-90s
Well, dude,
Kevin
it's really convenient.
Nash.
It's really convenient though, because it's like taped to the wall, so it doesn't have to actually like flip the page.
Mid-90s Kevin Nash.
And in his room, he has
the
like,
latest meme.
He has all the old wrestlers, so he can just go in a circle.
Everyone has embraced it. It's already taken the internet over. I swear. Mid-90s Kevin Nash.
Do it again. Do it again now that you're on full screen so they can make a meme out of it.
All right. Mid-90s Kevin Nash, man. Mid-90s Kevin Nash.
All right.
Mid-90s Kevin Nash, ladies and gentlemen. My most popular bit that I did in my famous sitcom, Fat, White, and Single.
This is a Vigilant Christian video, but look, he's going to tell you that toothpaste causes cancer, which kind of makes me afraid to smell his breath.
Dear friend,
he
I
probably
pray that
uses
you
like the
enjoy.
non-fluoride toothpaste.
Smell it like a mile away.
No, he probably uses his own fecal matter.
Oh, that works.
Hey everyone, it's the Vigilant Christian Mario, and you're here for another edition of Healthy
Is that
Living.
Cody?
This
Kind of
is
looks
a video
like Cody a
series
little.
I've created to share with you, the subscriber, my health program,
not.
how it is that I achieve health and vitality. Part of my health program is to recognize the different toxins that we allow in our bodies through our diet. And you just have to do a little bit of research. You're going to find out that they're putting all sorts of unnecessary toxic chemicals in our food supply, in the water, and even, as I'm showing you here, now in the toothpaste. So we need to be aware because, for example, a chemical like aspartame is put into the gums that we chew. And that actually is linked to show that after a while, it's going to put holes in your brain. And fluoride has a...
Like, all these claims have been disproven so many times. Like, if you take in sodium saccharin, it's going to give you kidney and liver problems, and it's like, and it's going to cause you to have cancer, and it's like, all those studies are deeply flawed. Or it's like if you ingest, like, I think it's the equivalent of like 20 cans of soda per day for like 15 years, then you have an elevated risk or something.
Is this a slightly different Vigilant Christian video? Because we're just used to like, this is satanic, and that's why this is happening.
I mean, he's a total conspiracy nut, so, I mean, it kind of makes sense. He'd be like, he's probably an anti-vaxxer, and he's probably anti-BPA, and he's probably anti-GMO and all that shit, too. Because, I mean, why not? I mean, he's skeptical of everything.
Skeptical of everything except his ridiculous religious beliefs.
Yeah, that's essentially the only thing he's not skeptical of.
A whole bunch of toxic side effects and everything.
Fluoride.
So we need to be aware.
Why is there
why I
fluoride
wanted to
in
make
your
this
water?
video here is because this article came out recently. Chemical used by Colgate Total toothpaste to fight off gum disease is linked to cancer. So it just came out. I'll leave it in the description section for you to check it out. So if you're using Colgate Total, I would suggest to get rid of it. The cancer-causing chemical is triclosan. So you can read about the medical studies.
Yeah, here's the interesting thing.
Triclosan.
You notice how, like, the second this thing was linked to cancer, the media, like, reported it, like, pretty much instantly in the mainstream media. They're
it was
like,
everywhere.
So, shouldn't that tell you something about this? Shouldn't that tell you there's not any like great concealment happening from you?
I think it really shows how flawed the FDA is, rather than, because it says right there this drug was approved by the FDA. It was also used in a lot of like hand soaps. You see the antibacterial hand soaps, and it would basically stay in the water supply, and so that's why I think it's been banned at this point. But
so when it would go down the drain and they try to like refilter the water, it would get stuck in it.
Yeah, it would end up in the oceans and reservoirs and things like that.
How it's actually linked to cancer, and how every time you're putting your Colgate Total in your mouth, you're giving yourself a higher risk at catching cancer.
Catching
So
cancer.
what can we
Catching
do? I mean,
cancer.
it seems
Okay, that's
Catching it.
that doesn't make
so
any
like,
sense.
there's like cancer in the Colgate, and we can catch it from the
that's
tube.
Cancer is contagious.
I see. I'm
Yeah.
catching it.
it's
Thank you.
pretty hardcore.
Let's listen to
all this.
health advice from
You
this
know what?
person.
I want to play something really
Yeah, this
quick.
guy's. You know, even if it was a homeopathic doctor, at least to be like, well, he at least went to some bullshit training course. You know what I mean? Like, if there's just some guy like, I researched some stuff on the internet. Trust your health to me. It's like, no thanks. You know, I'm not saying doctors and hospitals and the medical system is perfect, but I'm also going to put a little bit more credibility into them than you. And by a little, I mean,
Listen to
You're
this.
obviously brainwashed.
I mean
Scotty.
the Grand Canyon.
Listen,
What are we listening to, Ben?
listen to this.
I want to listen.
Hey Ben, what's up, bro? Let me say Wednesday next week should work. I don't think I have anything there, so I'll unless something comes up. But Wednesdays are pretty free for me. So Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know if you guys use Skype or whatever, but I think that's what I.
So Mario actually did contact me like in November and left me that voice message.
Back in November, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and then he canceled on me twice, and now he just ignores me. So
Me no Mario.
I even told him, you know, we would try to clean up our language and shit, but he still is not replying to me. So
We won't even say fuck but 20 times.
Don't insult Mario, TJ.
So now we're gonna move on.
Great guy.
TJ, you enjoy the Pixar movies, right?
Yes. I like animation in general.
I like animation. I just really don't like Disney movies a lot.
I don't care. I like it.
Well, that's okay. You can like whatever you want. That's fine.
Yeah. Why are you trying to control what I
If you
like,
want to
Ben?
like garbage.
Why are you trying to control what the fuck I like, Ben?
Anyway, here's a video asking the question if Pixar is sexist.
Oh, yeah. So sexist.
Yo, 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 look, I got a
So
beer.
sexist.
a
Yo,
cool hat,
yo, yo,
and
my
a
Rose.
despicable and
Well,
a
it
cute
is.
Mrs.
Let's
Grace's
click
reaction
it.
to the
Everyone
girlfriend
click it.
segment.
Click.
Oh, wait. It doesn't do anything.
Click it.
Cute if you have a
I'm trying to
Pixar.
click it. Nothing's happening.
Just saying.
Click it or
And you
ticket.
can subscribe while you're over there if you want.
No.
Sometimes
No.
I post things.
No,
let me
thanks.
check. Let me check. No, I'm good.
Yeah.
TJ,
I'm
you
good,
wanna
sweetie.
click?
Yeah.
Click.
Fucking good right now.
YouTube's so fun, personal, and semi-nerdy factoid about myself.
Yeah.
I have a slight obsession with Disney Pixar. Ever since the
You and
release of
millions of
Toy
other
Story
people.
2, I have seen every Pixar flick
I like
in
that.
theaters.
Hey, a quirky thing about myself. I like this really popular mainstream thing that millions of other people like. Isn't that strange? It's like, no.
Did she say it was strange?
You didn't say, like, you had an obsession with velociraptor cocks or something. You know, some random shit where it's like, okay, that's weird.
She does have that too, though. Velociraptor cocks. But who, in all fairness, who isn't interested in Velociraptor cocks?
Good point.
Like if I walked up to a
That's
bunch
a
of people,
meme.
if I walked up to people on the street,
Velociraptor cock.
if I walked up to people on the street and I said, "Hey, you want to see what a Velociraptor's cock looks like?" I can't think of a person who'd be like, "No, thanks." Come on, you want to see?
I also have a half-joking but half-serious fantasy of adopting a chubby Asian child with
She
a healthy
burped.
sense of adventure. So I
That
can have
shatters
very
my
own
preconceptions
Russell
of
from
what women can
Wah,
be.
wah, wah.
And it would be
That's
safe to
also
say
flat.
that I am a Pixar fangirl. This is why I was
All right.
absolutely appalled when my
Jump cut, jump cut, jump cut.
good friend John posed the
100,000 times.
question to me.
Is Pixar
Ow.
sexist?
Ow,
Everything is
my
sexist.
ears.
Who is this guy?
This is, I don't know.
He's got Toy Story on the TV behind him. You notice that?
Yeah.
As a diehard
Ow.
feminist who tries to stomp the patriarchy with her high heels on the daily, my
All right.
She's a diehard feminist that tries to stop the patriarchy with high heels on the daily.
Yeah, me too. I'm always doing that.
How long do you think it took her to like sit down and write that
I don't know.
on the daily?
It does seem like this is pretty written, but
Yeah.
I write some of my videos.
Yeah,
too.
that's fine.
You know, I have outlines. I mean, I'm not going to criticize her like video making technique.
I
or
was
some
just
shit.
saying, how long do you think it took her to write that?
I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
I hope not long. You know,
On the daily.
on the daily.
heart broke even thinking such a thing could be true. Of course not, I scoffed as I reflected on the countless nights I've fallen asleep to Dory teaching me how to speak whale. But after some digging, I have to say
This
my
style of humor is really painful to me. Like these like really like cutesy PG-ish type of jokes.
Yeah.
That are like, I'm so like airy and lightheaded that I just flitter tangentially from one thing to the next, and it's kind of like cute. That makes me want to bash my brains out with a hammer. So.
We're open. Turns out only 25% of Pixar characters are women. Out of 14 films, only 1 has a female protagonist, and 10 movies fail the Bechdel test.
Only 1 has a female protagonist. Is she talking about Brave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Bechdel test, guys. Come on. Did it pass it?
The Bechdel test.
Bechdel test is so amazing.
A random test created by random people for random reasons that we now treat as though it's some sort of scientific
The mansplaining test. Ask a man a question about feminism. If he talks for more than 1 second, he's mansplaining.
What's the Bechdel test, you may ask? Take it away, John.
The Bechdel test is a way of measuring female representation in works of fiction, and
Right.
it doesn't ask a whole lot.
One of the world's most pressing issues.
This guy could be Ryan Wiley's tag team partner.
Though, to his credit, Yoshi is pretty cool.
Yeah, Yoshi's awesome.
Yet
Maybe
a
Yoshi
lot of
is girl.
Movies fail it. To pass the test, all you need to do is have 2 named female characters talk to each other about something other than a man. Easy, right?
And 10 films
Yeah,
fail?
you know, it's like I came up with
And
the
10 films fail?
I came up with the Kirk test to determine if a movie supports pedophilia. And what you do is, if no 2 characters ever have a conversation where pedophilia is explicitly condemned throughout the movie, then you can tacitly assume that the movie is pro-pedophilia.
That's so true. I mean, I've seen a lot of movies they haven't done that. Like,
yeah, it's because Hollywood is full of a pedophile elite.
I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Wow, maybe Pixar does have some work to do. Because I love to think critically and also fight for female representation in the media, let's examine both sides of the story and have a discussion. John?
Okay, first let's ask if Pixar is even doing as bad as we think. Brave, The Incredibles, Toy Story 3, and A Bug's Life are the 4 films that actually pass the test.
What is
But
whose video is this?
I think it's her video. I think
yeah,
I think they're collaborating.
Let's make
is
this
my guess.
Let's make this not be happening anymore.
I don't know anything about these people, but I don't even know if they live in the same area.
They hurt me with their words.
Up and Finding Nemo both have an off-screen female presence, Coral and Ellie, that basically drive the entire plot and all of the character development throughout the film.
He's so
Does
outraged.
this overwhelming off-screen female presence make up for the lack of actual female characters in the film?
Oh, okay. Can we not do this? Can we not do this, Ben? Can we not fucking do this, Ben?
Okay.
The aluminum
I feel
sheet
like-
does not want this.
I feel like we're watching Trivial News Hour with these 2 people.
Right.
It's just like
their manner of presentation.
We're really upset about this.
Is stabbing me in the face.
And Pixar
Look at her
is
face right now.
Probably sexist.
Yeah.
So like when there's shows with women and basically they only talk about things that like women are interested in, is that sexist towards men? Like there shouldn't be shows that are designed to draw in the female demographic. They have to appeal to everyone and everyone's sensibilities.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous. Like, I mean, why are they why are they worried about such a trivial issue? And if they're really worried about it, why don't they start creating their own content, or actually like instead of just whining about it, demand that these companies make things and say this demographic actually is like large and you're missing out on it. But it doesn't really seem to be the case. It just seems to be a few whiners that are like, do it how we want it or we're gonna complain. And it's like, okay, well, just continue complaining. I don't really see it as an issue.
Next video is Obama likely a secret Muslim.
Not even likely,
20% of
sure.
Americans feel like he's a Muslim himself.
Yeah.
I'm not,
Other 80% must be smoking crack.
Well, do you have proof?
It was Gallup or Pew or somebody just interviewing average Joe out there.
I like that. They feel like he's a Muslim. What does that mean? I feel like whatever. You could do that to anything. I feel like I deserve more money. I feel like I'm really smarter than, my station in life. I really do this. Like, just because you feel something doesn't make it true.
I feel that it does.
There you go. Fuck you, PJ.
Himself is a Muslim. I don't know,
I don't
if he
know.
is or not. I don't think he gets on his prayer rug 5 times a day. But surely,
Secret Muslim.
It's obvious that he does sympathize with Muslims and the Islamic religion, and maybe that's because he grew up in it over there, where Indonesia. Or somewhere. So, but hey, we've got to start.
Indonesia. He did live in Indonesia, but what the fuck?
Case closed then.
Yeah, case closed. Secret Muslim.
Secret Muslim. Oh yeah.
Calling things for what they are and being honest about it. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to contend with the.
What I love is our previous president, George W. Bush, like literally walked around like hand in hand with like Saudi princes.
Yeah,
the
they
king
did
of
hold
Saudi.
hands.
Like literally,
the king of Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, the king of Saudi Arabia, like holding his hand, walking around.
It's more common in their culture for men to hold hands if they're friends.
But I mean, the thing is, like that's your guys' president. I didn't hear you saying a fucking word then. But now that we got Obama, it's like, oh man, he's got Muslim sympathies. I could tell. It's like, well, pretty much every president for a while now has had quote unquote Muslim sympathies because they fucking have allies in that region of the world.
Yeah.
To destroy us.
They're gonna destroy
What a
us.
fucking idiot. Both of them.
They're gonna
Both
destroy
idiots.
We have a
idiots.
video from our friend Gorilla199. It's called Richard Dawkins. Is he a pagan witch? And then in parentheses, Freemason.
Oh yeah.
Is Richard Dawkins actually an atheist, or is he in fact a pagan who worships Apollon, the Destroyer, and
an
who
atheist.
practices witchcraft, which is basically
No.
the use of words in a particular way in order to have things happen in accordance with your will? Well, first things first, Albert Pike said that...
Looks like Sean Connery, kind of.
Here's the structure of World War III before it even happens.
Notice he's got like triangles and shit on his little coat there.
Like, how does Gorilla199 come to these conclusions? I really just would like to know like the process where he's like, okay, I figured it out.
He explains it in his videos.
Richard Dawkins is, I mean, yeah, but the reasoning is just so, it's just doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't matter. That's his reasoning.
You know,
it makes sense to his crazy.
I'm just wondering,
mind.
like, how this guy is sitting around and is like, you know, he's just like, is he talking to someone, like another crazy person, or is he just like sitting around like, huh? You know, Richard Dawkins is definitely a pagan. You know, just like, you know, it all makes sense.
I've seen all the signs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, when is his eureka moment with this shit?
He said, we, and he's a Freemason, shall unleash the atheists. This was the before the Third World War is to come. So he's kind of like made what appears to be a prophecy, because he also predicted, inverted commas, the First World War and Second World War, and they happened exactly as he so-called predicted, but it looks like it was a plan. And in the third part, he says that, about Third World War, he says that we shall unleash the atheists. And this...
Sweet. Makes atheists sound pretty badass. Like,
Yeah.
we shall unleash the atheist.
Yeah, like, unleash the Kraken, you know, fuck that. Unleash the atheist.
Makes it sound pretty fucking
Some,
boss.
like, fucking giant, it's like stone wall starts rolling up, you know what I mean?
Do I get superpowers?
Yes.
Sweet.
time, and over the past few years, we have had what's been called the atheist phenomenon, with all these people coming out saying that they're atheists, saying they don't believe in anything, but all of them doing exactly the same thing, and that is viciously attacking anyone who is preaching Jesus Christ, doing things which are completely irrational, and claim...
Okay,
What a straw man.
You and Mario, you do not preach Jesus Christ. You preach some crazy UFO shit. Seriously, what the fuck?
Yeah, like Gorilla199 and the Vigilant Christian.
Well, Vigilant Christian doesn't do UFO shit.
But I mean, like, yeah, they both spend. They don't really talk about actually being a Christian in the real world.
No, you don't.
They spend all of their time elucidating their crazy conspiracy theories.
The only time they read anything from scripture is when it's like to back up some crazy conspiracy shit.
Yeah.
You know, you don't see them like actually like reading like the Bible verse for verse. They're like,
Yeah, or talking about, even really talking about the Bible that much. They
Right.
just, like you said, it's usually just to support their arguments. That's all it's used for. It's never used like, and let's talk about, this thing about what Jesus did or this part of the Old Testament. It's always just like, I have this crazy belief, and now insert, this passage, and this proves I'm right, and blah, 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 blah.
I mean, that it is all rational. Well, like the Bible says, woe to those who call good evil and evil good, which
Case in point right there.
is what they seem to be doing, and so therefore I categorise them as pagans. And looking at their logos that they're using, again, these are pagan logos pertaining to Apollyon the Destroyer. Back to Richard Dawkins now. Is he a pagan? I noticed that in many of his videos he has mentioned Apollo, who is Apollyon the Destroyer from Revelation 9:11.
How do you know?
Okay, but he's mentioning them to demonstrate you don't believe in any of these other gods. That's a demonstration he's using.
Right, he's saying no one believes in these gods anymore, or very few people do. Hardly anyone.
No, you fucking guys believe anything. That's just Richard Dawkins saying, hey guys, I don't believe in Jesus, nor do I believe in Apollo. Wink, wink, wink. I totally don't. Nudge, nudge.
Yeah. Apollo who?
Apollo who?
And he's also mentioned Zeus, who is the father of Apollyon. Now, there's no reason for him to do that.
No.
In one video,
Stop. That's not even true. Apollo is not the son of Zeus, is he? Wait, maybe he is. I can't remember my mythology.
Someone sent me the article of Gorilla 199 in some online newspaper where he was arrested
for selling pirated DVDs.
Yeah, in 2006 or something.
There's nothing against that in the Bible, though. It doesn't say
No.
thou shalt not sell pirated DVDs.
Well, some people may consider it theft, and that's, I think, probably what he was charged with.
Well,
I don't know.
Thou shalt not steal.
Bogus charges against.
I'm
the
not
great
sure
man.
thou shalt not steal is in there. Maybe it is. haven't read my Bible in a while.
Yes, it is.
It's definitely
Kinda
stealing.
shit.
You're
You're
taking someone else's product, making your own copy, and selling it.
No, but I'm saying I'm not sure if that's in the Bible or not, though.
I mean, the victims here might be giant corporations, but you're still stealing. In the most
it is
technical
true.
sense.
You are stealing, but
who cares?
Yeah.
actually called Shiva by the name Lord.
He's very sweaty.
When he's speaking about Jesus, he's very
I
contemptuous.
don't think he has AC.
So all of these things to me say that
he was just outside whacking the shit out of a tree.
Oh, you're right.
So he worked up a sweat.
Yeah,
he was
he was
attacking pagan gods.
For those of you guys who don't know what we're talking about, we showed a previous video of this guy, Gorilla 199, where he saw a tree that the leaves kind of sort of looked like a face.
The Green Man, which is like a pagan deity, if you Google it, you'll see faces. And it did kind of look like it. Like when he circled it, it looked.
Yeah, and basically
like
he decided this is some evil thing fucking with me. So
and
he
came
went
out
out
with
there
his
with
shirt
a
off.
baseball bat and his shirt off.
Yeah, beat
I don't know if it was a baseball bat.
That was like a rake, or was it a broomstick?
Something like that. And he beat the shit out of it until the face, he rearranged the leaves and stuff enough that they didn't make a
Rearrange
face
your
anymore.
leaves, Green Man. Rearrange them, bitch.
So anyway, he's nuts.
Do you like him?
No, not really.
Didn't he challenge TJ to a boxing match?
No, he starts with an
No, it was
MMA
like
fight.
Yeah,
Shit,
TJ,
dude.
how do you think he would have done? Honestly,
I just smothered him
Destroyed.
to death with my man tits.
No, Gorilla 199 would have fucking destroyed TJ.
Oh shit. TJ's not saying shit.
Yeah, because he knows it's true.
No, because I already said what I had to say.
Well, the thing is that you have to take him down early and then just lay on top of him, and then it's over.
No, I just fall forward.
Don't fall forward and let him sidestep you.
Did you know you could do to fuck with him? You could challenge him like a nude oil. It's like God. It's like I won't do MMA, but I'll do nude.
You do
nude oil wrestling.
You do the Great Antonio. Hey.
Yeah, let's do a nude oil wrestling match.
I don't want to see it, but I think it'd be funny to challenge him to it.
In flammable oil with sparks falling from the ceiling.
And the winner has to profess their love of pagan gods.
This next video is from, I believe it's that conservative Latina woman. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And this is about the measles outbreak.
What's going on? You know what's going on? Can I give you an example? Black water. It's not a name of a cologne. You know? It's not a name of some movie, some romance novel, or no. Black water is what's coming out of the faucets of many households here in the state of California. Now pray.
I don't know where she lives, but I'm guessing it's Southern California, where all the conservatives live. But
remember that old cartoon, The Pirates of Darkwater?
Yeah, I remember that. It would be hilarious though
That's
if
what
she
she's
lived,
talking about.
If she lived in San Francisco or something like that. That would be funny.
That would be pretty funny.
I like that she has an on-air sign.
Yeah. Yeah, she thinks she's like Rush Limbaugh Light or something like that.
Rush Radio.
Yep.
Praise God, I took a shower in clear water today. That's good. I didn't see any black water where I'm at. However,
Thank you, God, for making the. You know what though? When God, made the earth, as you say, the water was not clear. It was, it wasn't like filtered, coming out of your faucet.
Yeah, there was no like Brita filters and shit.
Not to mention it wasn't pumped up to your house through pipes,
Yeah, that was kind of like, you should really thank science and, human
Engineering
progress
and
more for
construction.
that.
Yeah, and it's like treated water.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
So God really had very little to do with the process.
many residents in the Southern California area could not say the same thing. Let me show you that headline. And I actually got a picture of what the black water coming out of faucets are looking like in many California neighborhoods. What?
Yum.
Okay.
How about a nice tall glass of black water?
I can't wait to hear like how this is Obama's fault or something like that.
Look at that. Out of the sink, the toilet, and the bathtub. Let me read
Well,
this to you.
I mean, Ben.
Gardena, California.
You got, I mean, if you think about it, the water is black.
Yeah.
Obama's
Oh,
black.
God.
You know.
Oh, wait a minute. Obama must be bathing their water and dyeing it black.
Makes
Very
sense.
rarely are faucets worth videotaping, but the ones in Diane Marita's Gardena, California home are. Marita says her tap water has turned black all throughout her house, her toilets, and all several times this month. She said the water...
Okay, some people have flammable water. What's your point?
Yeah, there's lots of shitty water around America.
also smells. My
Okay.
biggest concern, she says, is for the safety of my family. Is
In Toledo, they had toxic water that you couldn't drink or even boil. If you boiled it, it would just like make the toxins go airborne.
That's awesome. That water is pretty cool.
It like shut down
Toledo.
A metro area of like 500,000 in like the whole metro area.
Yeah, this is not. Like, there's been so many incidents with water corruption as of late. So that's really.
Yeah, it was weird. People were selling like cases of bottled water for way inflated prices.
And remember, we don't need to worry about regulating anything with the environment or corporations because the free market will determine that.
I want to see where
We'll be
she's
okay.
going with this, though.
Who knows?
I don't know.
toxic? Is this creating problems with us?
Sure.
What is going on? Now listen, they're stating that there is it says here a site it says here this is a site that no one wants to see, and that it's unfortunately becoming a regular occurrence. A Golden State Water Company representative told Eyewitness News through a phone interview that the company was notified of one problem in their neighborhood, so they flushed the line.
Can't you like put up a screenshot? You're like holding up a piece of paper this whole time.
Yeah, I mean, and
it's easier.
Her camera seems pretty good.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like, can she just not edit a video? I mean, it'd be
I have
really
no idea.
It's not really that hard to put up that picture.
Wouldn't that be funny if we did the whole show that way? Like, if I was just like holding up pieces of paper, like, you gotta.
Fine, but they now say the water is safe.
All right.
Really?
Really?
Says here we've had some discolored water and some odor complaints in the surrounding area over the past few months, but we don't know what the cause is they say, but we don't know what the cause is at this time, said Kate Nutting.
So.
Nutting.
I think she's about to tell us what the cause is.
You notice how she like latched onto that person.
Make
like,
fun
nutting.
of someone's name. I mean, that's just ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense.
The general
I don't like
manager
her
of Golden
name.
State Water Company. Marita showed Eyewitness News photos of her home's water filter, one pure white,
Okay.
the other pitch black. The pitch black water filter was removed after the latest incident. She says her family is no longer drinking Golden State Water Company's water anymore. They've turned to the bottled stuff. Wow.
Okay.
And other news.
So what is the point?
Hold
I mean,
on,
besides-
wait. I thought she was
You thought she was building to something there?
Yeah, I thought she was gonna make a point.
No.
It's like, this is bad.
So
This
like-
bad stuff is happening.
It's like, okay, we kind of acknowledge it's
Okay,
bad.
cool.
I mean, like,
Well,
look,
there is-
if you make videos, like, you got to go a little bit deeper below the surface of the subject matter than just like this happened.
This is an iPhone.
Like, people want to hear
Yeah.
you break down, like, here's what I think is responsible. Here's why this is happening. Here's what did it. You know, if all you got is like it happened and it's bad, then I mean, like, what is the point? You're not adding anything to any conversation. Just shut up.
In other news, there was more political strife in the Middle East. That's all. You know, it's like, all right. Anything else? Like, that's it.
A measles outbreak. You get your measles vaccination? Listen, they're forcing it. They're forcing it. I'm going to get to that right now, but check this out. Arizona. Super Bowl, Arizona, right? Everybody's flocking to the Super Bowl
I think
area.
Arizona is well known for the
However,
Grand Canyon and other things.
You may
more
want to
than
do
the
your
Super Bowl.
best to not shake anybody's hands or go away from somebody if they tend to cough, because there's a measles outbreak in Arizona that originated, they say, at California's Disney parks. And right now, Arizona is monitoring 1,000 people for the measles.
Wonder why that is. Couldn't be because of people not vaccinating their children. Surely it's just the vaccine doesn't work anymore, right? You know? Oh, wait, that's not the case.
What happened to like 60, 70 people? 1,000 people in Arizona, Phoenix specifically. Let me read this to you. It says here, those who have not been vaccinated are being asked to stay home for 21 days. A standard health practice, or wear a mask if they have to go out in public. State Health Services Director Will Humble says it's possible but unlikely that the number of cases can be contained at 7. To stay in your house for 21 days is hard, but we need people to follow those recommendations, because all it takes is a quick trip to Costco before you're ill, and bam.
So I'm not following where she's going with this.
She's not. I mean, she's not going anywhere.
Okay,
she's
let's-
just spinning her fucking wheels in the mud. She's like
Well,
basically.
if she says anything about vaccinations, if she doesn't, then like I just say we move on, because she's not even getting to a point. She's just reciting the news at this point.
Yeah, she's like, the news said this. Here's what they said, and then here's more on
let's
what they
make
said.
that our next show. We'll just get a newspaper and sit here and read it.
Yeah, we'll just sit here and read you guys the fucking news.
Oh, they approved
Get a
the
couple
state-
magazines
Voters
too.
approved a state bond for
No
a
commentary.
new
We'll-
library. Huh?
We'll finish the story and then we'll just move
Interesting.
on.
Yeah, we'll just read the story, kind of summarize it a little for you, and then
Yeah,
just
pot's
keep
bad.
going.
So these people think pot is bad, and we disagree, and that's all there is to it. Next story.
You've just exposed 100 people. We're at a real critical juncture with the outbreak. All right. It's bad enough that measles are going haywire. It's bad enough that they're saying that the measles
Haywire.
outbreak originated from the Disneyland here in Southern California in the city of Anaheim. I mean, that's bad enough, right? That's bad enough. What makes it worse is that now we have doctors. I got this headline from the Associated Press. We have doctors that are stating that they will not see patients with anti-vaccine views.
Thank you. They shouldn't. You know, I mean, it's so ridiculous that people are not vaccinating their
Communism.
children.
Communism.
Just look back. Just look back at the statistics from the 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s on measles. I mean, this was a fucking disease that in the U.S. was affecting like 800,000 children. And now look up the symptoms. And like 1 in 300 children that has measles will have symptoms like brain damage and other like things like because of the disease. So if this becomes a widespread disease, you're going to see kids that are being killed by this disease. They're having permanent life effects from this disease. And these morons are going, well, I don't want it to happen to my child, so I'm not going to vaccinate them because I'm worried about thimerosal or ethyl mercury. And they removed it. The FDA asked them to remove that from vaccines, so therefore that proves to me that these vaccines are incredibly dangerous. And it's like, no.
Incredibly.
It's like, no, your child's is not gonna get a spectrum disorder like autism. It's never been proven. It's bullshit.
Jenny McCarthy says otherwise, Scotty.
Well, she's a moron, so... And where is her degree in medical science? I don't think she has one. I don't think she's a microbiologist. I don't think she knows anything about this stuff.
I gotta show you the headline. This is where we're at right now in the hour that we're living in. That we have patients that are not being seen if they have anti-vaccine views. Just think Mark of the Beast right now, okay? Just think that this is how it's going to be. Mark of the
Okay, so there's the first thing. Like, she showed her crazy. Is there a Bible verse on the bottom of the screen?
Yeah, Mark of the Beast, Revelation 13,
we're covering
15,
that up
18.
on the stream. So...
Yeah, at the bottom of the screen there appeared Mark of the Beast, Revelations 13, 15 through 18.
Beast. If you don't have the mark on your right hand on your forehead, the doctor won't be able to see you. No, I got another one. Check this out.
There's no marking.
If you don't have the mark on your right hand or on your forehead, your kids won't be able to go to
shots
school.
in your right hand.
Wow. It's crazy how long it took her to, like, unleash the crazy.
It's crazy how long it took her to get crazy.
Yes, it is strange.
For a while.
Some more of this shit, like, okay, another thing I've heard from these crazy Christians, that you have to get a chip implanted into your hand so they know you're part of, like, their evil, like, rebellion against God, because you'll be marked by the beast. And it's
So
gonna
here
happen.
we would get like a Dorito, and in the UK we'd get like a French fry.
No, like you're gonna get a microchip implanted.
Oh.
Like you're gonna be microchip like a dog would, in case your dog runs away or something. You're gonna get a microchip to know if you're good or bad, basically.
Shit.
Now kids are not allowed to go to school in several cities across the U.S. if they have not been vaccinated for the measles
Because
outbreak.
they are a risk to others around
They're
them.
sending kids home. Now, there
Yes.
are many of you who watch this broadcast who are anti-vaccine.
And they're idiots.
You will not vaccinate your children. You're like, no.
And they're morons.
This stuff comes from overseas. It's somewhere done in a secret place that nobody knows. The CDC can't even give out proper information to help me know what I'm injecting or what I'm allowing to have injected into my child's body. So I've decided no, it's against
not true.
what I...
It's a mystery. It's like a grab bag. Have you ever like gone somewhere and they have like the grab bag? You just grab like whatever's in there. Who knows? Like you don't even know what's in here.
The efficacy of vaccines is coming under question. It's
they
like
throw it, a little of this, a little of that. Call it a vaccine. Shoot it in your kid.
Yeah.
Hope it doesn't die. Get autism.
It's basically a drug cocktail. No one really knows what we're putting in this. Just take a risk.
It's basically just rat poison and codeine.
It's funny, like, my parents vaccinated me, and I just understood that it was something normal, and, I actually...
your parents were brainwashed, Ben.
When I was younger, I had known people that my parents knew that had polio and stuff like that, and they were afflicted with that before the vaccines came out, so I had seen what it was like for some people who had, like, lost a leg and shit like that.
Poppycock.
Yeah.
We all know vaccines will destroy you, Ben. You just wither away into nothing because of the vaccine.
Oh, that's what happens. It's not the actual disease.
The vaccine
that kills you. It's the vaccine gives you a worse version of the disease.
Exactly.
Oh yes,
that's what happens.
If you get the flu vaccine, you get the super flu.
The super flu.
If you get the super flu vaccine, you get the mega flu.
You get double, triple, quadruple flu.
So much flu, you don't even know what to do.
Yeah. TJ, when we go to Raw on Monday, I think you should dress the way you are right now.
Nah.
Nah, Cheetah's gonna go there all bashful, like, don't look at me.
I'm gonna go dressed.
Don't look at me.
I'm gonna go dressed as the Miz, my favorite wrestler.
Let's paint your face like Finn Balor.
All right.
He's like, all right, that'd be cool.
Maybe I pick up some chicks, guys.
Yeah, hey guys.
I'm gonna pick up lots of babes.
I think it'd be funny if people people recognize you. You think there are people in that crowd that would recognize you?
Maybe. Did you know we're announcing? Did we announce the Patreon show yet?
No.
Oh shit!
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're doing our
this Saturday.
Saturday. It's the Patreon private
Yeah,
show.
you like that, TJ? This Saturday, February 7th at 6 p.m. The Drunken Peasants Podcast Patreon only show featuring Ben and TJ
and Scotty.
Yes,
and some dude named Scotty.
So anyway,
who cares about that loser?
So anyway,
Anyways,
on Saturday we're gonna do the show. You should come and see it.
Yes.
Actually, if you haven't, if you weren't our patron last month, you can't see it. But if you're our patron this month, you could see next month.
Yes, you will be getting a link probably anywhere between 4 to 2 hours prior to showtime.
Yeah.
Through your Patreon instant messaging.
And if you're pissed that you got to miss this show, you better fucking become a patron now so you don't have to miss the next one. And trust us, the private shows are way better than these shows.
Way better.
We don't even, like, on
There's
these
no
shows,
holding back.
we don't even try right now. This is just us. We're not even paying attention to what we're doing right
This
now.
is what it's like when we're sitting around at TJ's house.
Yeah.
Like watching movies.
But when
and
it
stuff
comes
like
to the
that.
private shows, that's when we fucking unleash the beast, man.
Oh, the beast.
The beast.
Yes.
We should see if the beast can be a guest on our private show.
I think he lives in like Montreal or something like that.
Yeah, we should see if he'll Skype with us. See
I
if
don't
we can get him
know.
to threaten us.
maybe.
Write the beast, everyone.
Oh no!
Tell him to be on our show.
So if you're our
the
patron,
beast.
check your inbox in the next few days.
Yes, I will send you the link. The great link. And you will be one with us. Also, let's talk about hold on. Let's talk about the shirt.
Yeah, because the shirt, it's kind of, it hasn't really had a chance to go off sale because every time we sell our deadline, we sell our, I guess, limit or whatever, we end up selling more and then it restarts the sale.
Right. It is the most epic shirt. I mean,
everyone's buying this shirt. If you don't have this shirt, the other kids are probably going to beat you up at school.
TJ,
I know. What the fuck?
TJ likes to buy these shirts just to molest them. He's like, man, I love this shirt. I want to make love to this shirt. I want to marry this shirt. I want to have children with this shirt.
This shirt also makes
this shirt
you
changed TJ's
more
life.
attractive to whatever kind of people you want to have sex with.
any people you want to. It's like, a multi-sexually attractive shirt.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter.
When you wear this shirt, you'll look as good as you could ever possibly
I mean,
look.
we do have girl shirts too for those of you that would like to wear a girl style, like. cut shirt.
TJ actually orders the women's style shirts. He likes those better.
Yeah, like
fit him more comfortably.
I almost thought
more
about
support.
I also think that this shirt would go good as a hoodie, and I think maybe next time I'll add the hoodie option to it.
Hoodies.
Hey.
Oh, it's almost the end of winter, but I guess
smoke pan hoodies every day.
I guess there's still another month of winter, so
yeah.
And a lot of people like to wear hoodies even in the summer. I've noticed, which is kind of strange, but
well, around here, yes, because you never know.
We'll have a summer hoodie sale.
Summer hoodie sale. So I guess Kent Hovind is in trouble even more. Did you hear about that?
No.
Isn't he? He was already in jail for
I guess he's.
What
facing...
did he do? Stab someone in jail?
No, I guess they've brought up more charges against him.
Jeez.
Yeah.
You're a fucktard.
And this guy's going to tell us about it.
And I just got to make a video. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning.
It's like 3
and
o'clock
I know
in
I
the
don't look
morning.
handsome or anything, but it ain't about presentation. It's about quality of discussion.
Yeah.
So
I'll remember you said that.
I've been reading some of the comments and following a few things, and a lot of people are focusing on the wrong things.
Yeah.
Let me go back to
fucking
Waco.
idiots.
During the Waco situation, people were focusing on who's that guy?
I don't know. Maybe you should have written some notes down or something.
Clive Doyle. Okay, Clive Doyle goes to the April the 19th Waco survivor thing, and he walked out of the Waco compound and his flesh was falling off of him. He was on fire. At least that's my understanding. He lost a daughter in the Waco fire. And everybody wants to focus on Clive Doyle's belief system, and they want to focus on like they said, well, the Waco people didn't believe this and the Waco people didn't believe that. It's not about what they believed. Let's
Is that like a Republic of Texas flag behind him?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a cross.
Yep.
And an American flag and
something about Obama showing his birth certificate.
Yeah, something about that. Obama, show
lived
us
in
your birth
Waco
certificate,
during the time of that
please.
tragedy, believed, I don't know, just make up some crazy thing, in a two-legged fairy monster that inhabited the garden, and they went out and worshiped that. Well, that doesn't mean, even if they believe something crazy like that, it doesn't mean that the government gets to bring in tanks and burn all their children to death.
Okay, but hold on. I mean, I don't even support what happened at Waco, but that wasn't even the auspices for why they did it. It wasn't like these people have crazy beliefs, so we're going to kill them. It's like these people.
It was an accident, or at least that's what it was reported.
Well,
right?
I mean, whatever happened, we're not even going to go. We're not even going to fuck with that.
Right.
But even the auspices was not. These people have different religious beliefs. Let's punish them for it. The auspices was. These people are stockpiling, munitions
and abusing children.
abusing
too.
children.
Yes.
Yeah, there was, the child molestation scandals going on there.
You know what I mean? Don't let people like Peter Riley make you focus on the wrong subject matter. Now here's the deal. Ken Hovind is famous, and it makes things a little complicated. But during that interview with Ernie Land, when I talked to some brothers in Christ, they want to focus on like, what Ernie believes. He happens to not be a KJV only guy. That doesn't mean that he's not saved, and that doesn't mean that we shouldn't love him in the Lord.
Okay. I'm glad to know that. He's not a strictly KJV guy, but I guess he's okay. He's kind of
That's just some rambling bullshit.
I know, right?
It's like most people, even if they're crazy, can at least like get to the point or
this is like
make some kind of point, and like it makes sense. But this guy's like, I'm gonna go back to Waco. Let me talk about this at Ken Hovind. It's like,
and this is like, what this is? This is like you meet some girl who's from Texas, and she seems like really good, and you're like, okay, and then you go meet her, and it's like, this is, I gotta warn you, my crazy uncle, and you're like, oh, okay, well, I've dealt with crazy people before, and then you meet this guy, and he sits down and tells you all this shit while you just like stare at him and like kind of nod politely and think like, oh man, I need to rethink this relationship for sure.
They want to focus on maybe Ernie doesn't believe in the 6-day creation, or they want to focus on the fact that I believe in geocentricity or I don't believe in The thing is, listen to me very carefully. Listen to me very carefully what I'm about to say.
All right. Everyone, listen very carefully. This man is about to tell you something
are you ready,
very
TJ?
important.
Are you ready, TJ?
In fact, you might want to go mark your calendars so you know where you were when you heard this revelation that he's about to fucking unleash upon you.
All right, I'm ready.
You ready, Scotty?
All right. Oh, wait for Ben.
Oh, Ben. Hold on, Ben. This guy... We need to listen to what he's about to say
very important.
Very carefully. Is that what he said? Yes, this is very important, Ben.
Okay, I'm ready.
This is very important. Are you serious-minded right now, Ben?
I was just, emptying my bladder, but yes, now.
Okay, because you can't come into this half-assed, Ben. This is some serious shit he's about to lay down.
Dude, you're stressing me out, man.
I'm sorry, but you gotta be serious about this.
Yeah.
This isn't about what Ernie or I believe.
Right.
And this isn't about what Rudy believes.
Right.
This is about Kent Hovind, right? And the fact that he's been in prison for 8 years, and
no tragedy.
Kent Hovind needs to be out of prison. Now, if Kent Hovind was a bad guy, right, and he would already be out, because the system doesn't care to let the system see these demons.
Is it just me, or does he sound like Sylvester from Looney Tunes?
Maybe a little.
Yeah.
The system.
The system.
I'm sorry I made you think that was going to be important, Ben, because it turns out it wasn't.
It's Ken Hovind. Got to be important.
Turns out it was garbage.
You're a fucktard, aren't you, Kent? You ever heard that song?
No.
It's on YouTube.
Cool.
And devils, like this baddie dude, all he wants to do is see Ken Hovind repent and bow down to the image. It isn't about whether Ken Hovind should be out of prison or not to them. It's about they want Ken Hovind to bow down and to compromise.
Bow
and to,
down
show
before
some sort of
the one you
repentance
serve.
to an evil system. That's what they want. And when Peter does that interview with Ernie Land and he talks about Rudy's geocentricity and
boring. Boring.
Yeah, this sucks.
Boring. It's boring, Ben.
It's not even good to riff on.
Boring.
All right.
It's just
so,
like
boring,
meandering
Ben.
crap. Cut Hovind should be free from prison. Like,
yes. It's
boring.
It's like when he finishes serving
I'll
his
play
sentence.
the next one then.
It's boring.
Here's the one that
it's boring.
I asked you if you wanted to play, and you said to go ahead and play it. I know.
Boring. Let's play it. What is it? I don't even know what it is. Play it. Oh,
The
it's
Trues!
Dirk Trues, motherfucker!
This is the Trues. Do subscribe here.
I know this
now,
guy.
Steve Fry has got to be one of the most beloved people in this country, if not the entire world. He's
No.
made us think about depression, homosexuality,
I hate Stephen Fry.
cleverness in a
Stephen Fry is fucking garbage. Kill Stephen Fry on sight. Now Stephen Fry is pretty cool.
different way. He's General Melchett from Blackadder, for God's sake. He's one of the most beloved figures in our cultural pantheon.
Figures.
And he's clever as all hell. And here I am about to get into a debate, if not an argument, with him, because Stephen Fry really, really aggressively doesn't believe in God, and I really, really do believe in God.
I believe in God.
So like I was saying when we were watching this, I'm pretty sure that Russell Brand is like one of those 12-step God believers.
What do you mean, Ben? Could you explain that further?
I was going to, but the way you said that just totally distracted me. Well, he pretty much, he got through his drug addiction probably believing that God was helping him get through it.
So you think like you think the way he overcame drug addiction was to be psychologically reliant on the concept of God, and now he like
some
credits
higher
his
power.
recovery to that,
something
it's a-
supernatural.
And AA and stuff like that. It's like you accept that you're powerless and there's a higher power.
You're fucking powerless.
It's not necessarily a Christian God, but it's higher power.
Can't help yourself. Only God can help you, sinner.
Yeah.
He went on a TV show to talk about atheism and God. Let's have a look at it now.
Suppose it's all true, and you walk up to the pearly
Why is there a
gates
picture
and
of
you
the Green
are
Goblin in the
confronted by
background?
God. What will Stephen Fry say to him, her, or it?
I say, fuck God, bitch.
What's known as theodicy, I think. I'd say bone cancer in children? What's that about?
God's like, it seemed like a good
How dare
idea
you
at the
create a world
time.
in which there is such misery that is not our fault? It's not right. It's utterly, utterly evil. Why should I respect a capricious, mean-minded, stupid God who creates a world which is so full of injustice and pain? Because the God who created this universe, if it was created by God, is quite clearly a maniac.
No.
See the look on the guy's face?
He's like, oh, I disapprove.
Utter maniac. Yes, the world is very splendid.
How
but it
can you
also has in it-
criticize God, man? How can you criticize God?
Come on, Stephen Fry. There's so much beauty in the world.
Haven't you ever seen a sunset?
God.
Stephen Fry is like, I don't know how old he is. He looks like he's approaching his 70s, right?
I think so.
Something like that.
And his boyfriend looks like he's like 19 or something. So, I mean,
Well,
like,
he is rich.
does he really have any room to be cursing God? It seems like God's helping him out.
Yeah, there
know
you
what
go.
I'm saying?
Checkmate, Stephen Fry.
Stephen Fry, like, oh, some children have bone cancer. Well, it's not your kids. You're boning some 19-year-old
Dude,
kids. So
well, Mario already answered that. Toothpaste.
maybe he has your bone as a cancer, but that's about it.
Insects whose whole life cycle is to burrow into the eyes of children and make them blind. They eat outwards from the eyes. Why? Why did you do that?
Well, I mean, like, hey,
It's perfectly apparent.
You know what? If there was a God and he's like all-knowing and all-powerful, is he really even going to see much of a difference between a human and some little fucking eye-eating termite thing?
Probably not.
No. For him, it's basically like, oh, it's one little piece of shit organism I don't care about eating another little piece of shit organism I don't care about. I'm God. What do I give
They
a
always
fuck?
say, God has a plan, so that was God's actual plan.
God's like, yeah, I want them children to get their eyes eaten. That gives me a boner. Fuck you. I'm the creator of the universe. What are you going to do about it, Stephen
he used
Fry?
to like it when lambs were slaughtered. Now he's all about the eye-eating termites.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, eat them children.
It changed,
eyes.
God likes to keep it fresh.
God's like, oh, yeah, eat those children's eyes. Oh, mid-90s Kevin Nash, yeah.
Does God even need to jerk off like that? I mean, I don't think he would have
Mid-90s
to. God could just come on command, TJ. He's like,
He is monstrous,
let there be calm,
utterly
and there
monstrous,
was.
and deserves no respect whatsoever. The moment you banish him, your life becomes simpler, purer, cleaner, more worth living, in my opinion.
In a way, what Fry is talking about,
I
in my
forgot about
opinion,
you.
is literalism, a literal interpretation of doctrine. In this case, because it's an Irish Catholic interviewer, Gabe Byrne, he's talking about a literal translation of the Gospels. And other than like mentioning some phenomena in nature, like burrowing insects and that, talking entirely about human behaviour and human value systems.
Okay.
I
Now,
don't
Joseph
understand his reputation of humans having cancer. Like, that's not really something that I don't think many people would say, I choose to have cancer because I got cancer. It's not really how it works. It's you have cancer, not I chose to have cancer.
Campbell, the cultural mythologist, said all religions are true in that the metaphor is true. So what Campbell's saying there is that religion is an attempt to explain the unknowable in the same way that science is an attempt to explain the unknowable. Science can explain
No. No, but I mean, like, the thing is, there's a difference between...
It's not the unknowable. It's not the mission of science is not to explain the unknowable in that sense. It's like we can see rain. We just don't. We might not necessarily have known the cause of rain, but it's not just like it's unknowable. Maybe
he's saying that they both explore the unknown and try to come up with answers. But I mean, the thing is, like, mythology's way of dealing with the unknown is like, okay, this is unknown, therefore, a god did it. Some sort of supernatural power created it the way it is. Science is like, okay, well, let's observe what's happening. Let's hypothesize what could be the cause. Let's experiment to see if that is the cause. Let's see if we can create a predictive model. I mean, so there's a much higher criteria of discovery there. Oh, that's awesome. Put that on the screen.
What?
Put that on the screen.
Hold on.
I don't even care about whatever I was saying now.
like that's garbage. Let me see this thing.
Go on, keep going.
Oh, you piece of shit. I want to see it. Well, I don't have anything else to say, so.
I'm going to play more of the video.
Go ahead.
Mechanics of the universe and can explain the mechanics of biology and anatomy, but can it ever explain the why? The answer is no. It can never explain why this is happening. What we all want to know is there a reason for us being here? And what?
I don't know. I wrote something about why last night. The concept of why.
Why did it happen?
I'm going to read it, actually, if I can open it. I'm going to subject other people to me reading my own writings. But no, this is actually about why, and it actually addresses the question you just asked directly about science and why. And this is like a little script, I guess. And it starts with a wailing woman cradling a dead child in her arms, and she said, "My child is dead! Why did this happen? Why? Why?" And the police officer at the scene says, "Why is a difficult question. Famed scientist Lawrence Krauss has said that the question of why the universe came into being is irrelevant because there is no why, there is only a how. And when you really think about it, all whys are really the same why. If everything is determined by cause and effect, then every why can be traced back along a causal chain to the beginning of the universe. Why does a man run over an 80-year-old woman with his truck?" Yeah, I love it. "Why does a man run over an 80-year-old woman with his truck while she stands on the sidewalk waiting for the crosswalk? Because he was drunk. Why? Because he's an alcoholic. Why? Because of a genetic predisposition to alcohol coupled with a crippling depression and PTSD from seeing his father kill himself when he was 10 years old. Why? You can keep asking why. You can go down different avenues of why. You can consider multiple whys and weigh them against each other. You can find whys that seem to go in circles or lead down a billion different paths, but every why eventually comes back to why does the universe exist? And according to Lawrence Krauss, at least, there is no why. So by my reckoning, there is no why anywhere. You shouldn't even ask why. It's a gibberish question that represents a meaningless concept. You should only ask how. And so the wailing woman cradling her child said, okay, how did my child die? And the police officer said she was trampled to death by a circus elephant.
I just have one question.
Sure.
Why?
Why? Mid-90s Kevin Nash, that's why.
That's all you need to know.
Heck yeah.
Mid-90s Kevin Nash.
Okay, back to Russell Brand.
I guess.
The truth.
Move on, I'm bored. Move on.
God, hurry up.
Yeah, man. You don't care about the band. Oh my God. The fucking bill. Sad. It's so boring to watch.
What is the nature of the universe? What is the nature of our consciousness? This is an interesting book called Bioscience by someone called Robert Lanza. Here he tackles the idea of creation and addresses the flaws in the same way that Stephen Fry is addressing the flaws in Christian doctrine. Robert Lanza here addresses the flaws in received physics. In the last few decades, there's been considerable discussion of a basic paradox in the construction of the universe as we know it. For example, if the Big Bang had been 1 part in a million more powerful, it would have rushed out too fast for the galaxies and life to develop. If the strong nuclear force were decreased to 2%, atomic nuclei wouldn't hold together, and plain vanilla hydrogen would be the only kind of atom in the universe.
This is
if
just
the gravitational force were decreased by just a hair,
this is
stars,
disappointing.
including the sun, would.
It's really disappointing because, when I heard that Russell Brand had made like a believe in God type video, I was really hoping to see some like different and unique arguments, but instead he's trotting out the same arguments that are refuted even in books like The God Delusion.
This is like if the Earth was 10
feet.
feet.
The cosmological constants, man.
Dude, if the Earth was 10 feet to the left, there would be no life on Earth. Yeah, there would be we'd be burned up by the sun. It's like this gibberish. It's like, if these conditions had been slightly different, the universe wouldn't exist. Like, how can you possibly know that answer? You know what I mean? How could you possibly know that?
If things were even slightly other than what they were, you would be dead.
And if you
therefore the universe wanted to create you.
And it's kind of interesting about the Big Bang is that people use it and they say, well, this is not the origin of the universe. So like, if you actually go look and actually read about the Big Bang, most dictionaries, but encyclopedias will tell you this is not supposed to explain the origins of the universe. This is to describe an event that we believe is like the origin of our universe. But it doesn't really describe or explain how that happened. You know what I mean? It just explains what happened, not how it happened.
Not ignite. These are 3 of more than 200 physical parameters within the solar system and universe, so exact that it strains credulity to propose that they are random, even if that's exactly what standard contemporary physics baldly suggests. Terence McKenna, a kind of
here's the thing.
wacky
Here's the thing. Like, you change cosmological constants. It's not like you don't get a universe. You just get a very different kind of universe every time. And for us to say, oh, well, this is the universe that exists and we're in it, so obviously this is, what are the chances that we would be here? It's like, well, we are here, so it's kind of like the scene from, I don't know, it was one of the Douglas Adams books where there's like a sentient puddle of water that remarks, wow, it's amazing how we're the exact same shape as this hole that we're in. It's like that's basically the same reasoning he's using here.
Raymond fella said that the perspective of contemporary science is give us one free miracle and we'll explain the rest. That free miracle being that the universe sprang into being with these exact rules that are required for life and consciousness to exist. I suppose what Christianity and Islam and Judaism and Hinduism and Jainism.
I mean, I think that's such a gross misrepresentation of the position of cosmologists and physicists to say, just give us this big gimme and then buy into the rest of this. I mean, how do you dismiss things like cosmic radiation and things like that, like that were observed? Like, how can you dismiss all these things and say, "Oh, well, just give us these things"? That's not how science works. It wouldn't be scientific if you simply said, "Okay, just please believe this," and then everything follows. That's what theists do. Believe in the Bible, and then everything else follows.
And Buddhism are trying to do is make sense of our position, our perspective as awake, conscious, sentient beings within the infinite. For me, as a person who believes in God, my understanding of God is this, that my consciousness emanates from a perspective and it passes through endless filters, the filters of the senses, the subjective filters of the senses and of my own biography. This is good, this is bad, this is wrong, I want that, I don't want that. But behind all of that, there is an awakeness, an awareness that sees it all. And it's in you too, and it's in Stephen Fry, and it's in the man that was interviewing him. It's in all of us, an awakeness, an interconnectivity.
No.
That's all you really
That's not how it works.
So he's trying to say that we're all interconnected.
We're interconnected in some ways, but when it comes to consciousness,
sure, all humans are related,
right?
The only ways that and also like on just like a quantum level and shit, we're always like swapping atoms around and we share the same air and the same ecosystem, and we're all part of a much larger phenomena called life.
Yeah, we all pretty much need the same parameters to be alive.
Sure, so there's a lot of ways in which we are linked, but when it comes to consciousness, my consciousness is only my own, and I can't directly transfer thoughts into Ben's brain.
How do you explain ESPN?
The only thing I can do is I can say something to Ben, and I can be like, "Here's what I think."
Must get banana.
Oh my God! I guess I can transfer thoughts to Ben.
Okay, well, there's a movie called Star Wars, and they got the Force in there, and I think the actors really did move the stuff. So I don't believe you.
Oh, okay. Well.
Phantom Menace is awesome. Jar Jar Binks, best character
Must
ever.
have sex.
Now
with Jar
Ben is
Jar
just
Binks.
speaking for himself.
Jar Jar Binks / Remember to look that up. My name is TJ. Jar Jar Binks /
None of us can ever know if there is a God, but we do know there is an us. None of us can ever know if there's wrong or right, but we do know there is an us.
What do you think Jesus was then? I think he was a very good soul. He was an inspiration as a teacher.
People always say that, and I always wonder, do they really mean it?
Yeah, Jesus. Well,
Jesus was a great guy.
Jesus has the benefit of being the only kind of likable character in an otherwise shitty book of evil.
Yeah.
So I think that kind of
Jesus is like the salesman. He's like, not everything has to be bad. I'm gonna wrong some rights in the world and feed tons of people and be this really nice, wonderful person.
I do think a lot of the things he says are actually nonsense when you examine them. They seem very beautiful. But a bit like the Dalai Lama, they're actually twee and completely impractical. And in that sense, an insult to the human spirit. Like that him who is without sin cast the first stone. At first you think that's rather wonderful. Yes, what hypocrites. How can you possibly have a justice system? Nobody would ever go to prison.
For me, Fry's conclusion that we should abandon God to be free, I believe the opposite, that we should embrace God to be free. Not embrace dogma, not embrace doctrine, but look,
Then what's the basis
because
for your
within
belief?
religion, even the most conventional religions, there's so many
What
beautiful
is the
things.
basis for your belief system? I believe in a God. Then you say I can't prove there's a God. So why should we follow him?
Because you'll feel better.
Russell Brand's not really making a logical argument. He's just basically saying.
How do you guys feel about Russell Brand?
I actually think he's pretty funny.
Yeah, I've watched some of his specials.
I think he's a
I've
pretty
seen him
funny
in movies.
and articulate person.
And I've actually watched The Trues on a few occasions. I think he's pretty funny.
Do you think he's more solid as a comedian or an actor?
I would say he's fine as either. I mean, I don't think he's amazing in either respect, but he's pretty funny.
He's mediocre at both, and that's what keeps him afloat.
I wouldn't say mediocre. I would say he's good.
Above average.
Yeah,
he's definitely above
good.
average. I don't think the average person can go and do a show like
I
him.
think as far as movies go, he's definitely typecast.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't know if I would believe him as much outside of that general sort of range they put him in, though.
I will say one thing to all of our listeners out there that are not wrestling fans. There was a character in pro wrestling that was modeled after Russell Brand, and they tried to make him this very likable character, and everybody hated him. So now he's a bad guy. So that just goes to show you where the whole Russell Brand gimmick fits in to that.
He's a heel.
Yep.
Oh, do you mean
Adam Rose?
Adam Rose? Yeah.
Well,
in fact, the thing Stephen Fry said there about that he who is without sin cast the first stone comes from a story in which Mary Magdalene, a prostitute, was being condemned, and Christ said, well, hold on a second, before we all start getting leery about Mary Magdalene, you lot are all perfect, are you? And now Fry says, how would you apply that principle judiciously in contemporary justice? Well, I would say that when you are condemning...
When I think about Jesus talking, I don't think about Jesus sounding like Russell Brand.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, I like how he phrased
well, that's
that.
if you believe Jesus existed.
But in Russell Brand's mind, that's how Jesus sounded, you know? It's like everyone puts their own accent or vernacular or whatever.
Yeah, he has the right to his interpretation.
Yeah, of course. You know, it's just it's interesting for me to hear it
I see what you're saying.
phrased that way. Yeah,
it's like an interesting observation here. Someone there's
absolutely.
Jesus monologue to be like Russell Brand. Yeah,
I never thought of it that way, to like have him sound like Russell Brand. But, you know, most of us, when we read the Sermon on the Mount, we interpret it the way we would normally think of it. You know?
Yeah, kind of this highfalutin bullshit. Like
we don't think of a guy speaking Aramaic, that's for sure.
Yeah,
and that's
you think
what
of
he
like
was speaking.
you think of like the lo, we saw the lamb. You know,
I mean, honestly, I don't even. I speak about Jesus like I think he existed. I don't even think he existed.
I don't either.
So.
Murderers or paedophiles, to acknowledge within us all is the capacity for evil. That, as Solzhenitsyn, the Russian writer, said, the line between good and evil runs not between nations, religions, continents or creeds, but through every human heart. So when you are judging a paedophile, when you are judging the worst kind of criminals imaginable, to acknowledge that the thing in them that has manifest this negativity is also within us, and that our first duty is to negotiate with the negativity within ourselves, and that if we can succeed.
It doesn't. It's not a proof of the existence of God. That's more of an argument for secular morality.
I think Russell Brand is so spiritual that he's borderlining religious with his spirituality.
Yeah. But I'm saying, you say like people have to look into themselves, and they have to look at the law and look at kind of what society agrees on the laws to be. Which, I mean, not all laws are good by most accounts. There's plenty of laws that we feel violate people's rights or whatever gripes we have with them. But I mean. I think it's more accurate to say that human morality does come from humans, because it does. It doesn't come from some imaginary book. But I think it's interesting how he posits everything to God. It's like, well, I'm not really dogmatic or believe in this doctrine, but I know it's God. And it's like, well, you still haven't proved that big thing. Like, does God exist? And he admits, like, well, I can't prove it. But then I'm sure he just falls back, well, you can't disprove it.
Successfully negotiate with that, then we can create a better society. Jill Bolte Taylor, the neurologist that had a brain hemorrhage in the left side of her brain, experienced consciousness in a different way. When the conscious nagging...
when your brain is changed, you would experience consciousness in a different way.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, not everyone that has brain damage, but
sure.
a lot of people.
I mean, it's possible.
Yeah. I mean, when you're altering when you're altering your physical brain, there's definitely a problem.
Yeah. Your brain is basically how you interpret the world. So if that changes, something about that changes, you could be dead, you could have a stroke, whatever.
I took LSD and I experienced consciousness in a different way.
Sure.
I mean, it's definitely different.
Does that mean it was spiritual? No.
No, it was chemical.
It was
just like in a brain.
Exactly.
Hey, Ryan Wiley is talking.
There's a surprise.
On Twitter.
Oh, on Twitter? Hold on.
What did he say?
That's a
Breaking
reasonable
news.
place for discourse.
He said, someone said to Brian Wiley, "Are you a moron?
Brian
How about you
Wiley.
go on DP?"
You know what? Leave him alone. I don't
refute
even care
TJ's statement
anymore.
directly. Well, I want to say what I think you'll be interested.
No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about the people out there. Leave Ryan Wiley alone.
Oh wait, you're too scared. And then someone said, "I offered to go on the show. They demanded I debate with a third party on a topic I don't want to talk about."
No, there was no negotiation. There was no negotiation.
We asked you, Ryan Wiley, don't fucking lie.
I thought I was giving you an opportunity.
Yeah, don't lie. We did not say, do this or you can't be on the show. No one said that. Why is this dude going to lie? I mean, I'm sorry, but he's lying.
I just said, would you like to discuss Gamergate with Mercedes Carrera? And
the pawn star.
Yeah, and then he was like,
no thanks.
No. And then I was just, I didn't respond to him, but I mean, if he would have proposed something else to talk about, that's fine.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't like he said, okay, well, I'll talk about this, or I'm not comfortable talking about this, because we've had people come on the show like, I don't want to talk about this, or mention this.
Yeah, of course.
And it's like, okay, if it's within reason, then sure. It wasn't like we were like, do this or that's it. And he was like, I refuse. And it's like, well, fuck you then. We're out of here.
I mean, we even accommodated Venom Fang X, you know?
Venom Fang
yeah,
X.
so I mean,
it's true.
And he's way more uptight and
Hardcore
demanding.
gay sex.
Yeah. It was funny, though, because when we came back from a break, we played, like, one of those, I think it was a video where TJ gets, like, banged in the ass by it was some, like, cartoon or something. Kind of like the one with you and Judge Dredd.
Oh, God.
TJ, when you were gone, TJ was like, play that on the show tonight. The one with Judge Dredd.
Well, TJ always has been an incestuous piece of shit.
Yeah.
You know, you just look at TJ.
Whoa. Are you fucking kidding me? TJ has been an incestuous piece of shit.
Why do you want to play it otherwise?
TJ, is this true?
I am Judge Dredd.
You are Judge Dredd. And an incestuous piece of shit.
Well, Judge Dredd is an incestuous piece of shit because he fucked Scotty.
So
people of the internet, you see what I go through now.
Yeah.
So, like, is he, like,
tribulation.
sneaking up to your room at night, like, hey, Scotty?
That's why I own a gun.
I got
Gotta
this.
keep TJ away. Yeah. I have, like, a mini gun. I'm like, TJ, step back, man. He's like, all right, man, don't kill me.
The protector.
Don't kill me, man.
Scotty, I got this itch right here on my upper thigh.
Yeah, please scratch it with your tongue. That's so disgusting.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe we went there.
Let's move on.
We went there. Okay.
There was a young man in Calvary. His name was Ben. And I walked over to him. I leaned over and I said, Ben.
Don't drink the Jesus juice. You're going to get raped. You're going to get raped.
And then it happened.
Don't drink the. She's such a
Gail,
good
you
actress.
tried to warn me and I didn't listen.
Then not Gail. Ben was raped by about 200 Jesuits then.
Fuck.
It was awesome.
There was
Why'd you
semen
have to
everywhere.
remind me?
Everywhere, like Ben's eyeballs were literally just like stuck with semen.
This next video is a Brett Keane video.
Gargling it.
Charles Darwin, racist,
sure.
hallucinating junkie who thought he was a monkey. That's the title of Brett Keane's video.
Please subscribe, comment,
I don't
and rate.
understand evolution.
Yeah, I'll give Brett Keane this. It is kind of an epic
Wait,
intro.
I never actually read this. This infringement of copyright is called fair use. It's not infringement of copyright.
I know.
It's fair use.
Don't call what you do infringement, Brett.
He's so stupid.
I mean,
Come on.
that it is infringement. If he's even admitting it's infringement, then it is.
It probably isn't though.
No, it's not. I'm just saying it's fucking funny.
It's just don't call what you do the crime and say it's okay.
That's like, someone
You say this is not infringement.
It's like saying there's leeway in this law, so I'm violating the law, but it's okay. It's like, no.
It's funny how we're trying to help Brett Keane right now.
Okay, well, he's so stupid, you actually have to help him.
I feel sorry.
Even if, I'm saying, like, yeah, you pretty much have
It's
to
like
feel
if you
sorry
see like a
for him.
retarded little kid running into traffic and you grab him.
You're
and
like,
it's
stop.
like, hey, you can't do that.
Huh? Yes! It's time for Jesus.
Da-da-da-da. Man, this fucking gets me pumped.
Yeah, Jesus! Yeah, Jesus! This is the YouTube God TV radio show with
your host,
Brett
fucking
Hold on, don't attack her.
Please support believers by thumbing us up.
Shut up.
Is that Brett Keane's family?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're doing a horrible voiceover
I want to
work.
attack them so bad right now.
This is their fucking
attacking
disclaimer at the beginning of their. I like how they say God believers. Brett Keane's the only one that uses that term. God believers.
I'm a God believers.
Usually
Like-
they say I'm a Christian. Usually they say I'm a Muslim.
He's not a Christian, but he has a picture
of Jesus.
And his intro has
Dude,
Jesus. But he's
stop. Just
I'm
fucking.
a God believer.
Just call yourself a fucking Christian.
No, he's not
I
a God
know.
believer. He's a God believers.
He's a theist that believes that Jesus was the Son of God. You're so full of shit, Brett. Come on, man.
YouTube atheists. Seek out God believers and use vote bots to downrate their videos.
It's funny, like he wanted to come on the show and we just annihilated him, and then that just kind of ended. That whole thing ended.
Thank you, and God bless you.
God bless you.
Thank you, and
Hello,
God
ladies
bless
and
you.
gentlemen.
kitchen, though,
My name
Brett.
is Brett Keane from God TV Radio.
Look at all the
You know,
mustard
back in
and
the day,
giant white
they
bread.
used to refer to people of different color as animals.
Hold on. So he's talking. He's saying that Darwin. Is that true that Darwin felt that people of other color were like beneath white people? I've never heard of that before.
I've not heard
but
of
I
that,
can't speak whether or not that was true. I know that was like way back in the day.
Such racist attitudes would not have been
Right.
uncommon at that time.
They were not uncommon 200 years ago. I mean,
they really weren't even that uncommon at the beginning parts of
how
the 20th
long ago did Darwin
century.
live?
I mean, the civil rights movement was only in the fucking 1960s, for fuck's
I want to
sake.
look up when Darwin was alive. I don't even remember like the years when he was alive.
I know he was alive in the 19th century primarily. I think he was like, it was like the 18. He was like maybe born in like 1850 or 40 or.
He was
something.
born in 1809.
1809. Okay, I was off.
Died 1882.
Okay, because I knew
So
someone was
he's
1882,
73.
so I was thinking that he was then, but okay, so I was off on that.
Yes.
So yeah, he was born at a time. I actually think when he was born, slavery was still
In the UK?
Yeah, it was still illegal in the UK.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I know they ended it way before it was ended here. So.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It was considered offensive. It was considered an insult. It was something that the human race used in order to demoralize humanity and to make one race of man lower than...
Brett Keene's been playing the race card a lot lately. You know, he was saying TJ's racist because he said the N-word in context, or I don't even know what you said. I think you were joking. You didn't call anyone.
What's it matter? I mean, like, yeah, Brett Keene's always doing that. I don't know why. I don't know if he thinks like he's gonna get some like big minority audience.
It's funny because
or something.
His video was so full of shit. We totally debunked it because he was like, "This is the video that I'm talking about," and it was like a totally different thing. Like, and he thought that the thing was is that he thought that when we played it, it never aired. The thing was is that he just couldn't hear it because we weren't set up right for people on Skype to hear what we were listening to. We hadn't figured that out yet. So we played it and we heard it, and anyone listening on our side would have heard it. So
It's so hard to even explain this because I mean he's such a liar, and
I'm
he'll
trying
just,
to like explain his lie.
He'll just but it's you see how complicated it is.
It is.
It's like it's
How
a
can you
bait
even
and
remember
switch.
this
It's
shit?
basically a bait and switch. He came on our show. He presented one audio stream, and we said, "No, that's bullshit."
I believe he apologized to you.
Yeah.
In that conversation.
And then later on, he's talking about the same incident, but then he shows a different clip,
Brett,
that was from my YouTube channel that had nothing to do with what we were originally talking about. It's like, yeah, see, here he is doing it.
That could,
Wait a minute.
I could be wrong, but I believe Brett apologized to TJ.
Wait a minute, guys. Do you actually expect me to believe that Brett Keane was disingenuous?
It's hard to
You're
believe
to
that.
sit here and tell me that Brett Keane might have.
I see that mustard
been
on
a
his
little
table,
bit-
and it makes me really want to eat a sandwich with mustard on it.
Mustard is delicious. A lot of people don't like it, but it's my favorite.
Anyone who doesn't like mustard is fucking stupid.
I'll tell you what,
and should
like
be shot.
mustard.
I think
is
he had
the-
to shoot himself from this angle.
Mustard
to
is the
hide up
only
the mustard
condiment
stains.
that's like 0 calories.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty.
It's made
Well,
from
except for like
seeds.
Dijon mustard, that has like 5 calories or something like that.
5 calories is too much.
No.
Can't go overboard on the calories there, Ben.
Scotty lives purely on oxygen.
Yeah.
Oxygen.
And
a
sunlight.
delicious snack.
And
That
sunlight.
of another race.
I'm a plant.
We all know this, and during Darwin's time, during the time of his hallucinations and consistent
What was he hallucinating?
use of marijuana,
This is
Hold on.
Hold
Aren't
on.
there videos of Brett smoking weed? Are
This
there
is-
not videos of Brett smoking weed?
Brett's a liar. Brett is not even. He knows he's lying right now.
Or was that
Darwin was
what was that
smoking
in the
lots
pipe
of
that he was
marijuana.
smoking in the one video? It's funny because
That was a tobacco pipe, Ben.
I like that we cover Brett Keane because he tries to erase history, and now when he tries to lie about shit, people can just go back to the videos that we played of his.
Darwin was just a pot smoking
and
hippie
see
then.
that whatever he's lying about now, you can go back and verify that.
Okay, Brian.
Because
Okay.
Brett was very good at getting rid of older stuff.
Okay, Ben, but Darwin was a pot smoking hippie. Yeah. So you haven't really refuted that.
he hallucinated. I don't know what kind of weed Darwin was smoking.
The
but
origin
I'd like
of
to
the
get some.
the origin of the species.
I'd like to get some of that shit.
Origin of lies. Origin of lies. Ben, stop attacking my family.
And also his night terrors, he proposed that we actually came from monkeys. That we actually are all
No, not monkey.
Another idiot that does not understand the theory of evolution.
He does understand it, though.
We
is the
come
problem.
from apes, not
Because you know what? Like, back in the day when Brett Keane was an atheist, he would refute this exact point, and he understood what he was saying. So did he get dumber? Is that all? I mean, like,
Dude, Brett Keane went full retard. Let's just be honest.
He's basically, I mean, he's not even full retard. He's just a huckster.
I'm just waiting for
But he's not even good at it.
I'm waiting for someone to send me the video of Brett Keane debating
So-
Brett Keane.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. So you think Brett Keane is just lying?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Then why does he do it? You think it's because
Does he?
he's not more successful, is what I'm saying.
I
So
can't
why?
see how he's.
Do you think he's
making
doing it to
money.
like eBay more or something?
I just think that he wants someone to respect him and listen to him and think of him as an influence, and he knows he can't get it in the atheist community, so he's just trying to get it from the Christian community.
So it's ego stroking.
Right. He just wants his little ego cult of Brett Keane. But literally no one is buying it at this
Even
point.
G-Man got smart to Brett Keane.
Right,
Dude.
because he's so transparent.
Ben, I remember like one time like me and TJ were like it was like maybe it was pretty much right when TJ got big on YouTube. Like he started getting traction. He passed Brett Keane, and suddenly Brett Keane made this attack video on TJ like, you stole my thunder and like I was gonna be the biggest atheist on YouTube and you took that from me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, so much butthurt.
Do you remember that, TJ?
No, I don't even remember it.
Because it was like TJ was like taken aback, or he wrote a blog, or he did something. Because I remember TJ's like, because TJ actually like I guess kind of communicated with Brett Keane a little bit, and was like, yeah, I think this guy makes these atheist videos, and I kind of like want to do the same thing. And Brett Keane was just tearing TJ to shreds, like you're not better than me, kind of shit.
Wow. He was
classically butthurt,
intimidated.
basically. The classic definition of butthurt.
Back in those days, me and Brett were both chasing Captain Awesome, though.
Really? Captain Awesome was number one?
He was the number one atheist that I could think of at the time.
And then was his downfall just the whole video thing?
Oh yeah, he was.
So he was the head of all you guys, like.
He wasn't the head.
A head is what I meant to say.
I think I passed him before that happened, actually. But for a long time, that's who we were chasing. We were chasing Captain Awesome, trying to get there.
You remember that people make
and
sock
actually,
accounts for him?
Every time I started approaching him, people would make sock accounts and subscribe back to him because they didn't want me to pass him. But eventually,
Really?
eventually there was nothing they could do, and I just passed him.
And were you like in the tens of thousands back then?
It was like he had like
remember how many it
25,000, and
was.
TJ
Yeah.
had like 20,000. He finally passed him.
Animals. Well, one of the interesting things is if we look back through history, we will see that anytime humans looked at other humans like they were animals, nothing more than reacting chemicals, nothing more than soulless hamburgers or skin bags, it made it easy for them to target, enslave, kill, murder. Because if you're not a human being...
And there's none of that in the Bible, of course. None of that whatsoever there.
God said it was okay to do it, TJ.
Oh, I forgot.
Man, then it's real easy to destroy you. It's real easy to go to war with a nation or country or get on a boat, head over, take someone away from their tribe and family, beat them, pound them, get them on a ship, and then sell them off into a sell trade.
Okay, what? Is he trying to say like slavery comes from atheism?
Yes.
Slavery is specifically allowed by the Bible.
You think the white Europeans that went to Africa and got the slaves and brought them to the Americas were atheists?
Oh, yes, I do.
Also,
really
that
think
wasn't the primary way of getting slaves. They didn't go inland, grab the slaves. It was other people would actually sell slaves to them. They were slavers.
Right.
You know, so I
I'm a
mean,
Christian.
obviously it was still wrong of them to
I'm
be
sorry,
buying
not a
slaves to
Christian.
begin
I'm a
with.
God believer.
But it definitely, and it was done by mostly Christians. Christians were the people
Yes.
traveling for like the Crusades and things like that.
God believer. They're not Christians, guy. They're God believers.
And plenty of pagans. and
God
people
believers.
Practiced slavery. The Romans, the Roman Empire was built on slavery.
Pagans are cunts, Scotty. God believers are where it's at.
Theists.
Plenty of religious people have endorsed slavery, and the Bible endorses slavery.
Ambiguous theists, Scotty.
The ambiguously gay theist.
Because, well, they're nothing but animals, right?
Yeah.
That's what Darwin said. Now,
Fucking
if we
Darwin.
open up to the book of Genesis, we can see that
We're nothing
there was
but
one
dirt
man
in there,
and one
actually.
woman, Adam and Eve in the book of Genesis. It teaches us that every human being came from
Featuring Phil
a
Collins.
single mother and father.
Not every human being, because Eve was a human being and she just came from a rib, and Adam came from the dirt. So not every human being, according to your story.
Yeah, not only that, but when Cain slew Abel, he was cast out, he found a town. So obviously that town wasn't all filled with his brothers and sisters.
Adam took a shit in the woods somewhere, and the town just kind of like grew out of it.
Yeah.
Is what happened.
Humans were easier to create in those days.
Yes.
They just popped out of dirt, ribs, poop.
shit.
Yeah. I prefer poop, Ben.
Single
This is a
cosmic
family
brother
show,
and
Ben.
sister.
Hold on. It is?
This is a fucking family show, Ben.
It is?
Yeah. You piece of poop.
And that's how humanity came to be. Nowadays, we see that as religion is removed
And actually,
out of the
if any of
school,
you guys out there
and the
have
evolutionist-
kids, you should put this on, like, in their room as they try to go to sleep at night.
Yeah. They'll learn good vocabulary from it, like, oh my god, mid-90s Kevin Nash.
Yeah, kids need to see that sort of thing.
Fuck yeah.
They really do. I
But
look pretty
then,
awesome in that
notice that teenagers are acting more animalistic.
Oh my
There are
God.
teenagers
What?
all
No.
over
Oh my
YouTube
God.
who
Based
record
on-
their classmates.
Shut up.
Based
living
upon your
shit
anecdotal
out of their
evidence.
teachers.
Okay, violent crime rates are down. Violence is down in general. If you look at the murder rate 500 years ago and compare it today, even compare it to 100 years ago.
It's down even if you look at it from 20 years
Yeah.
ago, for fuck's sake.
5 years ago, 10 years ago. I mean, overall, there's places in the U.S. that have seen some rises, like some cities. But the overall trend is that violent crimes are going down, murder rates are going down. It's actually due to things like social media and Xbox and shit like that, because people are distracted.
No one has time to murder anymore.
Yeah, like, man, I'm on Twitter right now. I'll murder him later.
Pounding their principal just for taking
Pounding
their cell
him.
phone away because they were
Pounding
texting their
him.
girlfriend saying, "Hey,
Yeah,
baby."
so we know kids were never violent before
Hey,
that.
Biber. Hi there, Biber.
It's the stallion.
I'm gonna pound
I'm
your
the
principal,
stallion.
Billy.
God,
King.
I wish Paul was here. We need to get Paul on the show.
Yeah, Paul's better.
Well,
than
right to
us.
Paul. TJ, right to Paul.
No.
Do it now.
We
We'll
gotta
kill
get
you.
Paul and Thunderfoot on the show. Like, Thunderfoot's obviously someone that we need.
We should have Paul and Thunderfoot debate each other.
What? About what?
I don't know.
Taco
Cheese.
Bell.
Cheese. No. I would like to get someone. I would like to get some sort of feminist to have on with Mercedes Carrera.
Some kind of feminist.
Preferably a male feminist. I think that'd be interesting.
Male feminism.
Yeah. The male feminist to not necessarily debate, but have a discussion.
We'll just have to convert Scotty to feminism before that happens.
That's not going to happen.
Scotty becomes the most fucking virulent and strong feminist of all time. Kill all men now.
So, do you... Let's see here. It's almost... Yeah, let's take our break. I'm going to play a cartoon from Sci 10 Atheist. The link is in the description below. And we will be right back.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
I flog dead horses with my own soft shit. I push it open doors with my flaccid dick. I don't know what the meaning of futility is, so I'm preaching to the choir like a stupid prick. Two attributes of God are contradictory. All just and all merciful he cannot be. I resolve this puzzling dichotomy by acting like a stupid fucking cunt. I'm preaching to the choir like a silly tit. Everything I say is a massive sack of shit. Do you know what I'm going to tell you next? I'll tell you that I don't believe in atheists, 'cause everybody knows that God exists. It's like trying to masturbate with broken wrists when you're talking to a silly cunt like me. I flog dead horses with my own soft shit. I push at open doors with my flaccid dick. I don't know what the meaning of futility is, so I'm preaching to the choir like a stupid prick.
Tell me how to eat it right, how to save the flavor. All night with my peaches and cream on my body, I dream of you, girl. Tell me how to treat it right. I lick your pussy all night, and I am foolish in dreams with my face in your cream, with details to come. And I believe, and I believe when your pussy, in your pussy, and I will eat, and I believe your pussy clean. I really clean. Tell me that you'll be my girl. Tell me that you'll be my world. Tell me that you'll be that slut in my dreams that I want you to be. Tell me that you'll suck my dick. Tell me that you'll lick, lick, lick. Tell me that you'll rock my cock like a whore and never stop. Never stop. Never stop. Tell me how to stick it right, how to poke you in the pokey and feel tight with my dick clean from your mouth servicing. Let's go, girl. And I believe when your pussy, and I will scream when your pussy. Tell me that you'll be my girl. Tell me that you'll be my world. Tell me that you'll be that slut in my dreams that I want you to be. Tell me that you'll suck my dick. Tell me that you'll lick, lick, lick. Tell me that you'll rock my cock like a whore and never stop. Never stop. Never stop. You know I'll wait for you to break your dawn. You know I'll wait by your window till the moon is undone. You know I'll wait by your back door down the scream until you come outside and see me while kids are making playing in the sun. Well, I got my rights, I pay my bills, I got my know-how. When I never like to get my hands dirty, I got it all figured out. When I never play out the game with a chick, not doing to change that bring me neither rich fucking no fame. Because I just wanna be a motherfucker, yeah. Singing, I just wanna be a motherfucker, yeah. Going to parties all night, the gates of our room fight. Saying, I just wanna be a motherfucker, yeah. Singing, I just wanna be a motherfucker, yeah.
Motherfucker am I, motherfucker in my eyes. I don't care. Steal your beer. Don't ask why. I'm just a motherfucker. Motherfucker am I, motherfucker in my eyes. I don't care. Wanna be a mother.
I just wanna be a motherfucker. Just wanna be a motherfucker. I just wanna be a mother. I just wanna be a motherfucker, 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 motherfucker. I just wanna be a motherfucker, motherfucker, motherfucker.
Came up with luck, and then she felt my nuts. She said she was as hard as me, and I was confused. And I reached and grabbed her tits. She said, do me, baby, oh baby, do me, baby, oh. Then she said, let me tie you to the bed. And I agreed happily, I was getting a piece. And when she was done, she pulled out her penis.
When I started to scream, I see that man.
She shit on my chest and rubbed my dick with it. She said, bitch, you better watch your size. Suck your cock clean. And with utter disgust, I was hard as fuck as she gobbled my novel with the shit still clinging to her chin as she started to begin.
Eat my shit off my dick.
And she started to moan like she was owned.
She was a man.
I thought she could help me, set some of my demons free, until she made my ass bleed all night long. So I pissed on her face just to mark my. And she giggled and laughed like she was all horny. crack cocaine like a whore. She smoked a little bit, admitted, smoked up all the. Now she can't even stand on her feet again. Dada beat her, mama fucked her for all she was worth. Now she can't even give birth to the child she wanted with the boy she adored. Because she's called the whore, she's called the whore. Now just see what she started. Joey always said she was a little thick in the hips, and she'd get wasted, try to have some kids, and she'd fuck, 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 and she'd fuck. When she sat there crying, with her mother stood laughing, her dad held the coat hanger, as he twisted inside her. The fetus fell to the floor when he said, "Let's fuck some more." When she fuck, 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 when she fuck. And she said, "Don't speak to me." And she took off her shorts and cleaned up the blood on the floor. She soaked it up and drank it all like she's a vampire kid, never to be let in the light again. I know what I want and I want the feeling that something inside me says I get nothing to lose, nothing to fear. You get it there, say it come near. So I look up, walk through the sky. My eyes are burned, and they open wide. The sun is good, bring me inside. Just inside will change my mind. My friends are made of nothing too. Don't get the fuck up and move. Looking around, I got no one to blame. Feeling so confused, no one to change. You're laying there with that look on your face, with my kick in your hand, and you forget it's strange. I can see some sun, like come on. My record is gone when I see your mom. My friends are made of plastic too. Don't get the fuck up and move. When I feel I got one inside, why feel I must be dreaming? She just sits there screaming, pedal to the meter and I'm gonna do it right. The walls are closing in and I'm rocking out the right. Please opportunity with my community, got a front of backseat. She's spinning to me. My friends are made of plastic too.
So get the fuck up and move. Da, 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 da.
da. And we are back.
We are back. The Drunken Peasants.
The Drunken Peasants podcast returns.
We're back with the Drunken Peasants podcast on NPR.
Manson's going to be on NPR.
He has been or he will be?
He is going to be.
What do you think about the...
He should like host his own show. What? Like he'll
TJ,
pick the classical music that they play?
No. We won't do that.
Do covers of classical
TJ,
music.
what do you think about the geopolitical situation going on right now in the Ukraine, TJ?
I don't care.
I don't care.
Bring on the questions.
This is Q&A time.
Q and fucking A, motherfuckers.
Hey, Drunken Peasants.
Boobs!
What? Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
TJ love this
Look
question.
at them titties, man.
This question good.
This is the best question we ever had here on the Drunken Peasants podcast, man. Look at them titties, man. Best
All right.
damn question.
Try to focus on the actual question.
I am.
What?
For you guys, the first one being, if you guys had to pick a favorite movie between the 30s and 50s that is an old school classic universal horror movie, which one would it be and why?
The Mummy.
Was that after the 30s?
I think she said, didn't she say during the 20s and 30s?
She said 30s and 40s.
30s and 40s. I don't know, The Mummy.
Yeah, because
close enough, no matter what.
I
The
like
Mummy.
Frankenstein, but I think that was 20s.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd have to look that up.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
I know Dracula was during the 20s.
I'll say... Oh, man, that's tough.
Is it like the creature from the Black Lagoon?
That's a good one, too.
Oh, yeah, I love that movie. I'm going to go with that
That's a good one.
Yeah.
You're welcome, guys.
You're welcome.
The creature from the black fuck. I'm surprised it hasn't been remade poorly.
Yeah,
yet.
what the fuck? They remade The Fly. Why not The Creature from the Black Lagoon?
True.
Yeah.
We're ready for a new
Question is,
creature.
If you guys had a 1-hour interview with any serial killer that is still currently alive, who would it be?
Still
and why?
currently?
Thank you.
Kind of limits you. All the good ones are dead.
I know. Like, I would have picked Dahmer for sure.
I probably would have gone with like Richard Ramirez.
Richard Ramirez. I also like Ed Gein.
Yeah.
And John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah.
You like them, Ben. So Ben endorses murderers.
No.
Yeah,
I also
Ben endorses murderers.
Okay.
TJ also endorses
Murder. Murder most foul.
Yeah, they're
TJ in the study.
I would interview her bobes.
TJ, I'll do your clue, TJ, or whatever the game is called. TJ in the study with the remote.
in the study with the remote.
Hello, Drunken Peasants. I've got two questions.
Pause it.
TJ
I used to have that exact poster.
TJ in the living room on the couch with a bowl of
Shut up.
Frosted
None of that
Flakes.
even matters. You see that Lady Death poster? I used to have that exact
Lady
same
Death is
one.
cool.
I used to have that exact same poster. Exactly the same.
All
damn
right,
it.
cool. Yeah.
I used to have that. This is fucking kismet, Ben.
For you today.
Don't you see what this means?
The first one goes to TJ. TJ, back when I first started you talked about a character named Lunos, who was a Lovecraftian type character. And it's got me curious. Do you read any H.P. Lovecraft besides maybe the Call of Cthulhu?
Yep.
And what is it?
What?
Boo, TJ.
The other Lovecraft that you read.
Oh, I've read several Lovecraft stories.
What's your favorite?
I'm trying to remember the name of it.
So, do you think the Cthulhu thing is overplayed? Do you think there's some other
I think
stuff?
it might have been like the case or the statement of Randolph Carter or something like that.
Yeah, I think Call of Cthulhu is definitely the most overrated story by far.
I don't know. It's pretty awesome.
I mean, it's a good story, don't get me wrong, but I think it's just overrated compared. There's plenty of other good H.P. Lovecraft stories.
Yeah.
Mountains of Madness or Shadow over Innsmouth, the basic stories. And then my second goes to Ben. And a couple episodes back, you mentioned
Yeah, I love how Southerners say my name.
Second goes to Ben.
Ben.
That's
Ben.
Ben. It's like
His name is
it's like a Ben.
No, his name is Ben.
It's Ben.
Ben.
He's not Ben. He's a Ben.
Second goes to Ben.
No, I'm Ben.
Ben.
Yeah, you're a Ben.
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 Boo, Ben. Boo.
Boo, Ben. Boo. Run for mayor someplace else.
Boo, Ben.
I see he has a Misfits poster, which is cool. I'm not a really big fan of Slipknot. I may, they're all right.
Slipknot. Fuck it up. Fuck this world. Fuck everything that you stand for. Don't belong. Don't exist. Don't give a shit. Don't ever judge me.
And it's got me curious. Did you ever read like Neil Gaiman's The Sandman?
Nope.
Yes.
He never read it.
Yeah, actually I have.
Nope.
It's one of my favorite comic book
I think we've
series.
all read that.
And like The Endless. I like all of the characters from The Endless.
Yeah. I agree.
Ben's never read it.
Pretty fucking sweet.
Yep.
Ben's never
Though
even
Neil
heard of
Gaiman
that.
I think Neil Gaiman hates. Yeah, Neil Gaiman actually hates Galen.
Oh,
Well, he doesn't
Galen
hate
told you that?
No, they got in a Twitter fight.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got in a Twitter fight with him too, actually. With Neil Gaiman.
It's my probably in my top 3 comic book series ever.
Yeah, me and Galen both got in fights. Galen got in a fight because Galen said, like, Neil Gaiman asked, like, something about like comic book resources or comic book histories, and Galen said that some guy had written a book, and Neil Gaiman was like, no, he didn't, and Galen basically found the book and showed that he actually had, and then Neil Gaiman wouldn't respond to that.
And I know Galen was probably
Galen's like, Neil Gaiman is a fucking coward, and I don't even remember what I got in a fight with him about. I think some friend of his
Hates
died, and I
garbage.
made like some kind of like mild joke about their death like a few weeks later, and Neil Gaiman jumped down my throat and was like, yeah.
Wow.
He was really butthurt. I'm like, it was really like a harmless joke.
I didn't even know that.
Yep. Me and Galen fucking got antagonism with Neil Gaiman.
So does it harm your opinion of his actual work, or do you keep that separate from the actual?
No, I mean, like, I don't care.
Yeah, who cares?
Even if Neil Gaiman killed my whole family, I could still be objective about, what he wrote.
Okay.
Or
Thank you,
Death,
TJ.
or
welcome.
Little Side Story, or Lucifer. Or
Might even make me like him more, honestly.
Even, John Constantine. Well, thank you for taking my question, and Scotty, Jesus, man. Da, 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 da.
Go have another Big Mac, buddy.
Beautiful.
I have gotten so many beautiful Hey Scotties.
Hey, Scotty. Jesus, man. Scotty. Jesus, man. Come for your teacher.
Oh, look.
My
He's
question,
back.
Today
I don't remember him. I don't remember
what
him
is
from
your
before,
favorite
but okay.
mechanical contraption. Mine would have to be the trebuchet.
The trebuchet.
I don't know much about mechanical contraptions.
Contraptions.
I really don't. So I would be ignorant if I tried to comment. on
There's.
this.
Have you ever seen fucking machines, Ben?
Yes.
Well,
That's your favorite, TJ?
that's my favorite.
Do they have like gears in them and shit?
I guess.
Are they like lever and pulley type simple?
No,
machines?
usually they're like they're just basically dildos on mounts, and then they go some kind of hydraulic system going.
Okay.
A beautiful trebuchet. Because I mean, it's
Those are the best.
Siege
uses physics
warfare.
very well, and it's just very interesting.
Siege warfare.
Actually,
But
going
can it
fire
fuck
to
you?
Not without the actual.
He's gonna fire it.
projectile, but
He's gonna fuck himself with it.
You got a snazzy haircut and a nice strap shirt. Yeah.
Woo! I guess.
That's. I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I would encourage you to make
It didn't even
a
like
big ass one of these.
It didn't even break down a wall or nothing.
Yeah, lame.
Weak.
So
weak sauce.
Maybe you should start a Kickstarter campaign to build a giant one of these.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
And use it to attack the White House.
You have a
Fuck
big
that. Use
ass
it.
like.
Say you're gonna fucking knock down the Great Wall of China.
Yeah. We declare war on China.
I don't even care if you built it just to shoot it really far into the woods or whatever.
Would you stand out in the field where he was going to shoot it into?
No.
What if you knew your chances of dying were only like 1 in 2,000?
Such a
I still don't think
question.
Ben would do it.
Ben would do it.
Why would he? What would his incentive be?
If he doesn't die, he gets $15.78.
Yeah, pass.
Yeah, I built that myself.
We all know Ben would do it.
Thank you for answering my question, and good night.
Shut up. Shut up, fool.
Good night, guys.
We don't care about you. We're the
So
drunken
bad.
peasants.
Hi guys.
Hey.
What I want to
Hey.
know is what is your biggest
Ow.
turn off music wise?
Ow.
Whether it be like really annoying vocals or like annoying long guitar solos or something.
What turns you off music-wise?
We know what turns Ben off musically.
What?
Metallica.
Well, I mean, not them.
You can't be a band.
I'm joking.
Can't be a band, Scotty.
There's elements of Metallica that I obviously enjoy more than other types of music.
I think happiness in music.
Yeah, happiness in music's really annoying. Like everything's sunshine and rainbows and wonderful.
I hate when music is really upbeat and happy.
So basically, you hate all pop music.
Yes, usually 99.5% of the time.
I don't even really know how to answer the question because
Ben fails at life. He can't even answer a simple question.
Yep.
Look at the stupidity of Ben, everyone. Look at it.
Look at it.
Look at it.
Look at it. Hold on.
Look at how stupid. Look at it. He's so stupid. He's so stupid.
What is going
on?
My first question is for everyone. My second question is for Benghazi. Number 1.
No.
What are your top 3 space-based movies?
None. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Top 3 space-based movies?
Yeah, I would say The Wrath of Khan.
Horrible movie.
And then I would say The Empire Strikes Back.
Terrible movie.
And then I would say 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Horrible movie.
Are you being serious?
All horrible movies.
Oh, okay.
The best space movie would be what's the name of that movie?
Leprechaun in Space?
Yeah, Leprechaun in Space is one. Jason in Space and
Jason X. They called it Jason
X. There's this horrible movie with Sean, like Outland or something.
Were
with Sean
they
Connery.
asking for the most horrible?
What? No, these are great films.
Space movies. Yeah, I would say I'd probably be pretty close to Ben's list. I don't know. I'd probably
garbage.
I might think of other stuff if I sat down for a while, but off the top of my head, those are all great.
I don't
know. I think maybe like one of the Alien movies would wind up in there somewhere.
I was gonna say that too.
Yeah, Aliens 3,
Predator.
So would you go hit Scotty in the face?
What about Ewok Adventure? Come on, guys.
Yeah,
right.
that was another good one.
Ewoks. Yeah, that's gotta be number 1.
Did you ever see those movies, Ewok Adventure?
I've seen
Yeah, we've
pieces
seen
of some
parts
of
of
them.
them.
Yeah,
They're terrible.
Made for TV.
they were
movies.
made for TV. Yeah. And the second question's for you, Ben. So unwrap your
Boo,
present.
Ben. Boo.
Number 2.
Boo.
Ben, how many times have you visited Europe? And
Once. I visited Europe once. I was there for 3 weeks. I visited like 10 countries.
And he ate many, many, many piles of cheese.
I ate lots of. Yeah, I did eat lots of cheese. I drank a lot of beer.
That's all you do in Europe is eat cheese and drink beer.
And wine, depending on where you are. Like, you know.
Well, you're going to have to whine because you're going to be in Europe, so there's a lot to complain about.
No, not really.
I won't be complaining.
Yeah, I won't be complaining.
I'm fine.
I'll be complaining.
I know. You'll just have to
Like,
deal
I
with it.
miss the United States of America.
Can I go to McDonald's, please?
Where's the McDonald's?
Would you enjoy the trip more if we like put you on a leash and like dragged you around like a dog?
No. I'd enjoy the trip more if like I was allowed to just like stay at the hotel the entire time.
Nope.
And
not
stare
gonna
at the
happen.
ceiling.
Lame.
Not gonna happen.
Be like, yeah.
Nope.
Hotel.
Nope.
Nope.
Hotel.
Nope. TJ, like
Tell
you'll-
them hoes I'm
You'll
at
see
the
us with like
hotel.
tasers, like walking behind TJ, like, pew! Move, bitch.
Get out.
You know, we'll probably have some big video.
Don't worry about it.
We'll probably have a big video to post when we get back of the trip and everything.
I might even do like direct upload posts while we're there.
No
too.
one
Yeah, we could.
even
A
exists.
few of them.
Yeah, sure.
No one exists. What's next?
Hello, Drunken Peasants. I was wondering, what do you think of collective child rearing as a way of raising the children of the future?
You mean like no individual parents, like every child is just the responsibility of everyone?
Raised by the community, basically.
I don't like it.
Same.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea.
Next.
Hey, Drunken Peasants. Question real quick. I was wondering if I could get the tablature for the,
we already
the intro
did this one.
that you have
No,
on your...
you still can't get it, you
Hey, Drunken
bastard.
Peasants. I'd like to ask everyone on the show to respond.
Right, so we all know, basically know at least, that TJ has got not a massive penis, not a micro penis really, but a pretty
Micro-penis.
insignificant one,
Yeah.
Yeah.
according to him.
Yeah.
What?
According to the internet as well.
Has got a massive, humongous fucking monster cock.
Yeah, it's like a great white
According to
shark.
TJ,
We can actually see,
once
like,
more.
he covers it up. We can see that. We can
But-
see it right now.
What about you, Scotty?
My penis is it doesn't appear large at first because it's really a black hole by where my cock is. So it's like, because it's basically taking up.
Takes you to another dimension.
Yeah, it takes you to another dimension. That's how large my penis is.
There's an entire other universe just like this one, and that universe is Scotty's cock.
Yes, that is correct.
Tell us about your manhandle. Right.
What do you
Thanks.
want to know, sweetheart?
He looks very excited.
Yeah,
He wants to know.
He looks very excited.
That's why he's sideways.
Cousins, I have a very important question for you.
Important?
I'm
What you know,
thinking
it's
about
garbage.
starting my own atheist YouTube channel.
Okay, I guess it's actually
and
not
I
just
want to
total
know if you
garbage.
have any advice on what I should start out by doing. You know,
How many times have you been asked this question, would you say?
Tons. Tons. The first thing you should do is make sure you're actually interesting and like you have something new to say. Like I don't know, I don't think that if I came and I arrived upon like the current YouTube atheist scene, I don't think I would be raring to make. I'm gonna make atheist videos.
I think the problem you run into with a lot of people is they make these really bland videos and they're like, why am I not popular? I'm really talking about all these interesting points and topics, and it's like, well, the way you're presenting it is just really boring.
You gotta connect.
I mean, with any fan base, you have to connect, or any audience you're seeking out, you have to connect. I mean, people think it's all like the tricks, like how can I get my videos seen? I just need to get my videos seen, and then people will like me. And it's like, well, your videos have to be good for people to actually want to watch them. It's not just I'll advertise the video or do this.
By the way, hit the like button, please.
You have to
Hit the like button, you fucking cretinous morons.
You have to make content that people actually be enthralled by. All right, well, fuck you guys. Try to answer this guy's question. You're like, look at me, I am monkey. It's all okay. You're really good at that, TJ.
I know.
You know, if I'm complimenting someone, it's true.
We should fuck this guy in the ass and make him humble.
Fuck you in the ass, make you humble.
You can't do it anymore. You already took the.
I already did it. Yeah, it's over.
You're not very dedicated.
That
TJ.
was pretty awesome.
I'm not the aluminum Sheik anymore.
Yeah.
You're not the Illuminati Sheik, TJ. Speak up.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Hi, this is the Vigilant Christian Mario, and
the
now
amazing
for
atheist will
another
admit-
edition of
Illuminati Media Exposed.
And now I'll talk about the amazing atheist and how he's a
He
member
slipped
of the
up and
Illuminati.
admitted he was a member of the Illuminati.
There's a show, Family Guy. It's on Fox, and they said several moments of
Dude, we should do a mock
Illuminati.
episode where we review like the 700 Club and point out how it's like run by the Illuminati and satanic. He's already probably done it
See
though.
you guys using, so let me know how to do it. And on Skype, I'm the Vigilant Christian. So
You should make a video where you throw yogurt at people in the park instead.
That would actually probably get tons of views. Like yogurt prank. gone
Yogurt
wrong.
prank. Oh.
Yeah.
Hello, Drunken Peasants. I want to apologize to Ben and TJ.
Why?
You two are awesome.
Yeah.
Though not on a level of the great Scotty.
Shut up.
Another brilliant question.
Why is she saying? Why is he saying it like Lana? Like you're the great super athlete Rusev.
You know, some people just
Can you
have a
say
higher
Scotty
level of
in that voice?
understanding.
Scotty.
And this guy does. He's got to figure it out. He's got life
The
figured out.
great Scotty.
I have 3 questions.
Three
Question number 1. What do you guys think when they say BSM is abuse?
Just ridiculous.
It's not.
It's just ridiculous. Who says that? I mean, I don't know. I've never heard anyone say that, but if they did, I'd be like, well, is it consensual? Like, yeah. It's not abuse. If someone wants to have their balls in a vice, then that's what they want. Abuse is if they didn't want that.
Yeah. Consensual abuse.
Ben's and all that. He's doing that all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Question number 2. Have you guys, TJ, have you heard of Marilyn Manson's new movie he's going to make called Phantasmagoria?
I would not hold your breath for that.
Yeah.
Is that based on the magazine?
No, it's actually about, it's like a fictionalized horror movie look at the life of Lewis Carroll, the author of
Alice in
Wonderland.
Yeah.
And he's been talking about that movie for probably
Years.
the better part of a decade now.
Did he actually raise funds for that movie?
Yeah, on several occasions.
Yeah, so Manson...
This is like one of those Manson projects that it's like you hear about and then it never happens and then you're just disappointed.
Yeah.
Much like the Hollywood novel that was supposed to be released consecutively with the album.
But we know at this point he could release it if he wanted to. It wouldn't be difficult.
Just doesn't want to because he hates his fans.
Yeah, obviously. Not because he hates his fans.
Hates his damn
he
fans.
obviously doesn't want to.
Hey peasants, I just woke up. Sorry, this question has got no new boobs. I'm fucking lazy, okay?
God.
What is going on there?
We're all drawn as women, and I'm awesome as a woman, I want to say.
You're garbage as a woman, even.
Ben looks kind of like not, like, I don't know. Ben's,
I
it's
don't
not
know.
good.
No.
And Scotty just looks like a slut.
Yeah, I'm
ready. You're ready. Like,
yeah, I'm ready.
I look like a fucking dominatrix, and Scotty just looks like a fucking cum dumpster.
I look like an alien or something.
Yeah, Ben, you just look like some kind of weird mutant freak with tits.
Sweet.
Which I guess is kind of cool in its own way.
Okay. Fuck, but my question is, what decade do you think had the sexiest chicks in it? So, the
What
80s,
decade?
whatever the fuck was going on there, 90s.
She said the 80s, whatever the fuck was going on there.
Weird hairstyles were going
Yes.
on, and very colorful clothing, probably to a fault.
I guess it's like basically, do you have a fetish for a particular time period? Almost.
I guess I would say, like, if I had to choose, like, which era had the
choose,
most
like,
aesthetically attractive looking women,
The 70s?
I would say 60s,
60s?
probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't really know if you could answer that question. Really.
If it was like, especially if you look at like the 60s, like
But everyone had,
Star
like-
Trek, like the shit that they thought was the future, the 60s idea of what the future would be like was pretty sexy.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's kind of hard question to answer because it's like, it's not like there's been any.
There's
like,
a big difference in pubic hair, though, definitely.
That's true.
You like the bush, TJ?
I don't care either way.
Ah, well, then you're okay. I'm saying if you were against it, I'd be like, well, you might not like the 60s so much. A lot of body hair then, TJ.
Yeah.
But if you don't care, then it's all good.
I could just like pour some Nair down her panties or something.
All right.
Ow.
I have 2 questions for Teroja
Now-
Sloan.
Teroja Sloan.
I want the answer. Who was your daddy and what does he do?
First, have you ever made videos
No.
that
No.
you regret making?
No, never done that.
No.
No.
TJ has deleted a bunch of his old videos. So.
Well, what about other videos?
Nope.
Don't
You know what?
regret
You know what video TJ regrets making? I'll tell you the one he regrets more than
The one
anyone.
with fake Sagan?
No, it's not even that one.
I would regret that.
I'll tell you the one he regretted. I've heard TJ bitch about more than the other one, and people are not going to believe me. He made a video of our sister's cat at the time.
That's true. I do
And
regret
it got
that.
all these views, and he was so pissed. He's like, my other fucking legitimate videos look at shit for views. Because people would go and look at his top video and like, what's his most popular video? And at the time it was that. And they're like, your most popular video is of a cat in your box.
Such a cute cat.
Nice cat, but not nice videos.
Yeah. I was ashamed of that, actually.
Later on. I suppose, like, some of those videos that you've deleted, like...
Most of those were deleted
found
because of
on the-
changing YouTube standards, not because of any, like, personal...
Yeah, well, YouTube cracked down on, like, what they call cyberbullying, and a lot of those videos were
Which
ponage
back in the
videos.
day is what we used to just call ponage videos.
Yeah, I mean, Coughlin, he like hosted the Ponage Olympics.
I remember.
Do you remember that?
Yep.
I enjoyed that. Like, I thought that was a great time.
Yeah,
to
that
watch
was before
YouTube.
Coughlin jumped 17 sharks and...
You call him Copland.
Copland.
So you hate police so much, you must hate
Copland.
Copland did it.
I hate Copland.
I don't know if he tries to be, to like resemble Daniel Bryan, but he makes videos of him with he has a long beard, kind of resembles him.
Daniel Bryan.
And he wears the T-shirt.
Richard Coughlin.
Yep, yeah. Oh man,
Copland.
Drunken Peasants.
We're also going to an NXT show, so we can.
Just me and Ben though.
Yeah.
Scotty's been excluded.
Yeah.
Because he's
They're
garbage.
They came up to me like, "You suck, Scotty. We're going to the show."
Could have got tickets for Scotty too, but we decided not to because he's trash. And we pissed on Scotty's face and laughed.
And then they killed me several times.
Kicked him in his fucking
Next question.
I was
piece of
killed.
shit head.
Hey, Drunken Peasants. In a Hollywood that makes a shit ton of remakes, are there any remakes that stand out to you as, exceptionally good movies? And is there any movie that you think deserves a remake? Thanks.
We were just talking about something getting remade earlier. Preacher from Black Lagoon.
Were these all movies that weren't remade? I don't remember a Nosferatu.
Yeah, they did.
There was a
remake.
Nosferatu remake
Really?
in the 80s, yeah.
And it wasn't really faithful to the other one. Obviously, they had dialogue,
I love
and sound and everything.
Nosferatu is the
Well,
most
that sound
creepy vampire. in my
Yeah,
opinion.
the other ones, the older one's actually way creepy.
Actually, The Thing, the 80s John Carpenter version, which is like, there's been 3 or 4 versions.
I like his version the best. The
But
remake was
John
horrible.
John Carpenter. Well, his was a remake of a 1950s.
No, I know,
movie.
I know. I'm saying, but I like his version the best.
Right, his version is the best.
The new one, okay. You know what's fucked up about the new?
Well, the new one was
thing?
actually kind of a prequel, I guess, in a way.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But the problem with the new one as well was that they actually built models for it, and they were going to do it kind of live action like they did the John Carpenter one, and they scrapped it and just did this horrible CGI shit that looks so fucking fake.
A lot of remakes are pretty good, I would say.
Yeah, there's a lot of good remakes.
There's a lot of
did
bad
you like,
ones.
someone showed you. I think you like the Dracula remake with
There's been I don't even know if you
with
consider
Francis
that a
Ford Coppola.
remake, just
Or
because
retelling.
it's just because they're all just different movies based on the same source
Sure.
material. So I don't know if it's necessarily a remake. But I
Well, did
did
you like it?
Yeah, I did enjoy that.
Did you like the 310 to Yuma?
Oh yeah, I did enjoy that one as well. I've enjoyed a lot of the ones he showed actually that were remade.
Yeah. What about you, Ben? Did you like any of those movies? No.
Ben hates them all.
Yeah.
I have nothing to say.
I
It's like,
don't watch a lot of movies, honestly.
I gathered that.
Yeah.
I don't know what Ben does.
I like older movies a lot, but I don't watch a lot of newer stuff at all. So
What is your favorite movie, would you say then, Ben?
or
even if it's not your favorite, what's a movie you like?
let's see. I like a lot of I like a lot of sci-fi movies, so
Oh, okay.
yeah. So I like most of the Star Trek movies. Obviously there's the few turds that I don't really
We gotta
like.
save these whales.
Star Trek Insurrection.
It's weird. Now that movie's better because it's they don't go to present day; they go to the 80s. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can look at it from a
you
different
kinda laugh.
context, and it's kind of humorous because when they made it, it was present day. Oh, there's a
Oh, of
punk
course.
rock guy on the bus. you remember that scene?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we look at it fuck, they're in the 80s.
The worst one was the.
I like when Scotty picks up the mouse and he's like, computer. Like that.
I was struggling to figure out which Scotty you were talking about for a second.
No.
Oh, fuck you, TJ.
Anyway,
He
next.
knows what I was talking about, didn't he?
Yeah, I know. He did.
All right.
Me and him watched that movie less than a year ago together, so he's full of shit.
Shut up, Scotty.
Other movies that I like, I don't know. One of my favorite movies ever is Ed Wood.
That's a good movie.
It's probably the best Tim Burton movie, I would say. I think TJ agrees, actually.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I like how it's shot in black and white, too.
Ben also likes Sheep Fucker Volume 27.
Yes, I watched that on
That's probably his best. That's probably the best one.
Okay, Drunken Peasants. My question today will be short, and it involves the American Sniper was based on Chris Kyle.
Okay.
There was a story involving him
Uh-huh.
and Jesse Ventura getting into an apparent fight that led to
That dude is full of shit.
Yeah, that.
And if he had
Jesse
lived,
Ventura won a lawsuit on this issue.
yeah, and Fox News was like, Jesse Ventura sues the widow of a fallen hero. That was like the story on Fox News a couple years ago.
A fallen hero. Well, by that same standard, Jesse Ventura was also in the military.
Jesse Ventura
was a Navy SEAL.
Swam up to the shores of Vietnam and got Agent Orange poisoning and shit like that.
Yeah, so it's not like he let me just bring up that point just to show he doesn't criticize people in the military lightly. It's not like he's like, oh, I hate all these people blanketly. I mean, he was part of it.
And he claims to have kicked his ass, which I highly doubt. Highly doubt.
Chris Kyle kicked Jesse
His estate
Ventura's
lost
ass
that
on
lawsuit.
several occasions. Dude.
Yeah.
And plus, I don't think he was dead at the time the lawsuit was filed.
No.
You know, so it's not.
He wrote about it in his book, and that's
yeah.
where
There you go. So I mean,
Jesse Ventura says they've never even met each other, and that's why he won the case. They've never met.
A total misrepresentation.
This guy's a lying sack of shit, and people are going to watch his fucking videos. I don't know. He thought he was tough, and he like made up a bullshit story. I think that's stupid as hell.
You know, funny. A total aside. A news anchor here, Brian Williams, claimed for 12 years he had been in a helicopter that was shot down in Iraq, and he just came clean and said that never happened.
Oh, okay. Like he claimed he was there, right?
Yeah, he was. No, I think he claimed he was in the helicopter when it went down.
Yeah.
And it just turned out he was
stretching the
not
truth.
there, yeah.
It turns out that was not quite true. It's an easy thing to misremember, though.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I was the one that was shot
that
down.
Too? Didn't Hillary do that in like Bosnia or something like that?
Yeah,
Or-
she said like a sniper bullet like came right by her head.
She's
or
all like,
something.
"Hey, everybody!" and Chelsea's there, and it's like, no, you'd be like ducking your daughter like under a table or something if there were sniper bullets.
Yeah, a lot of these politicians and journalists and media figures in general like to exaggerate shit that happens.
Yeah,
to
it was
them.
really crazy there. It's like it might be crazy there, but it wasn't crazy at the time you went.
Which I've never done.
Ever.
Except for that time I said I fought Godzilla.
What your opinion on the
It was actually King Kong.
If we had a chat room right now, what would they say?
I want to burn that
shit.
Man, I'd like my nuts to rest upon her chin.
Man, I thank you guys for freeze framing. Oh God.
Yeah, thrust.
Thank you, Ben. You're next.
Yeah.
You're next. Ben.
Yeah.
Ben, we're coming for you.
musician Bo Burnham was, and what your opinions on him are.
Bo Burnham. Wasn't that dude like a YouTuber?
Yeah.
He does like comedy songs.
I'm not familiar.
I've watched some of his comedy songs. They're pretty funny.
Yeah, some are pretty funny. Some are like, yeah. I mean, he's all right.
I
He's
wish we
pretty
could
good.
play. People send me funny music all the time. and I
We
wish-
can't play
Yep.
it. We can't
Music
play
is the
it.
number one most scrutinized
Copyright
thing.
violations.
Fuck you all in the ass. Fuck you.
You already did it yourself.
Evening, drunken
Ow.
peasants.
Banana.
What is TJ's favorite house from Westeros?
Is that supposed to be? Who is that tied up there? Who the fuck is that?
That's you, Ben.
Fuck.
That's definitely you. You're about to be flayed alive.
Are my middle fingers up? Like
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Or
TJ,
any other continent on Game of Thrones?
So TJ
And as for Scotty, the sober noble, what is your favorite house? And Ben, bam.
Ben's like, Ben, I don't think Ben watches.
Ben die. I think.
Well, yeah, I think he's butthurt because I think
because you don't like because you thought it was boring.
Yeah, like I didn't. I think
Ben
it-
sucks and has a deficiency. Let's just move
Yeah.
beyond that.
a deficiency.
You're
You're not normal. You're not normal.
You're weird, Ben.
In
You're
every
crazy.
way, in every way that TJ isn't normal is okay, but the way that I don't.
Okay, you know
conform
what? Before we answer this
with
question,
popularity.
let's make a classic example of TJ being weird about something. Everyone else like seeming like what? Okay, TJ has like these. What's it called? Vor. Where it's basically like, I want to be eaten alive and shit.
Yeah.
And then we're like, okay, TJ.
But I'm a weirdo because I think Game of Thrones was kind of boring.
No, but let me finish the point. So most people would say that's kind of off the wall. That's kind of a weird thing, but whatever. That's he has the right to have that.
Whatever. Yeah.
And then he's like, in porn videos when you're having sex with someone, they're loud. It's a turn off. And we're like, what? Most people think that's a good. It's like it's exciting. There's something going on. They're not. The person's not just sitting there like. And she just like, that's a turn off. That sucks. And it's like, what? she just so skewed when it comes to these things. Then he'll say to Ben, you don't watch this one particular show. You suck.
No, I watched it. I actually gave it. You guys know I've watched it. I was talking about it earlier.
So TJ, do you have a favorite family from Westeros?
I do, but it's so lame that.
Oh, you have to do it. No, you're not getting off that easy.
I mean, it would just.
You are lame.
I would just say the Starks are my favorite.
I honestly. Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have picked that for you. I like the Lannisters because they're evil. They're just like so over the top evil. You know what I mean?
I always choose the evil people usually.
And I also like the Boltons. They're also pretty evil.
Drunken
Michael
Peasants.
Bolton.
I was just wondering how you guys felt about the dead Kennedys and how you feel about their split up as to.
Don't really care.
The dead Kennedys
Probably more of a Ben question.
Yeah. The dead Kennedys are awesome. Jello Biafra is kind of weird. He ran for president.
That's another person Galen is friends with.
Galen hangs out with the Pope too.
Get Jello Biafra on the show then. Former Green Party candidate, I think.
If you insult Galen's mother, there's a punch waiting for you, Ben.
Pretty sure he was the Green Party candidate. Yeah, he's cool.
Galen says that we're a combination of what now?
The old guys from the Muppets that complain, and
Statler and Waldorf.
And Simon Cowell.
Simon Cowell. Makes sense. Do you feel like we've answered enough questions?
No.
Let's do a couple more, TJ.
Yeah.
A couple more.
Couple more, TJ, you lazy sack of shit.
All right.
There's some good ones, actually.
Brought to you by the Illuminati.
So, I like wearing fedoras, but there seems to be this social stigma about them.
Neckbeard!
Among feminists on the internet.
Neckbeard!
And I was wondering, what are your theories on this fedora wearing social stigma?
You know what? The only time I ever wore a fedora in my life, I was in a wedding I was in an Italian wedding where all the men wore fedoras.
Monsters. Sexists of the worst
It's basically just because there's some guys out there, actually like TJ, that will dress like slobs, but then they're like, gotta get a classy hat to put it all together. And it's just this weird thing that guys do. It's like another thing like a lot of them do is like they wear like Hawaiian shirts or these like button up or button down short sleeve shirts, and they'll leave them open and have like a fucking
so basically like
undershirt.
Basically just Bray Wyatt. Man.
Yeah, Bray Wyatt.
No, but that's a common.
He is a fedora wearing Hawaiian shirt wearing neckbeard.
That's true.
That's why he's the best character.
Yay, that's why TJ likes it.
It's awesome.
TJ's like, that's kind of like me.
If you're not familiar with him,
TJ actually dresses like that too.
Yeah,
you fucking do, man.
Can you cut a promo like Bray Wyatt?
I've done it before.
Do it again.
I can't do it on the spot.
Ah, you suck.
We'll make him do it next show.
Yep.
I'll try.
I did see that video where you did that, and I knew that's what you were doing.
A lot of people were very confused.
Yep. Bray Wyatt. Yeah.
Bray Wyatt. I'm gonna see him wrestle.
Hey there, Teddy Rubskin here, and I don't have so much of a question today as I wanted to answer a question that you guys seem to have, right? About the Church of Gale, right? Yeah.
Teddy Rubskin.
Teddy Rubskin is a part of the Church of Gale.
I think he's a Jesuit.
Gale.
Jesuit.
Gale.
Oh, you know what?
Saw him.
Really quick
and had to have him.
Before I forget, I want to show everyone something that's pretty amazing.
Ben's about to show his penis, everyone.
Well, that's for the private show. Anyway, look, it's Gale's log. What?
No.
Hold on. No, the fucking Jesuits took it over. What?
Oh shit.
Can I log in?
Yeah, log in as Brett Spiner.
Can I log?
Submit it.
Come on.
Let me in.
Come on, Church of Gale system.
What? Oh. It's the Gale interface.
You can ask it a question.
Yes. What question do we ask Gale?
How can we defeat the Jesuits?
Here, you type.
All right.
What's it say?
We will defeat the devil-worshipping Jesuits.
Yes!
That doesn't really tell me how, though. I asked how.
Yes!
And it just said we will.
They just will. Okay.
So I guess there's no how. It's just like, it'll just be.
So I think Teddy Rubskin's going to weigh in
on Gale
on this website and why it exists.
Okay.
And that's what made me think about pulling this up. But yeah, this is a website kind of like the Jesuit website. But it's crazy. It gets hacked by the Jesuits as soon as you go to it. So,
wow.
Be careful.
Gale. Because you, TJ. You over here, TJ? Little TJ over here?
Yep.
He's touching
Scotty
me.
over here? Or is
Yep.
it Ben? Is it Ben over here?
No,
wait,
no
wait.
one.
You guys seem to wonder about the Church of Gale videos. Like it seemed like we weren't sure if she was really crazy or if it was a joke. Well, you're both right. Because she actually does believe these crazy stories, but they are also a joke. You know what I'm saying? Because, I found this website now, and I'll give you a link down in the description where they actually talk about what's really going on with the Church
If
of
we
Gale.
could see the person controlling Teddy Rubskin, we would see it's
Victim
Gale.
of like an elaborate prank, right?
This is all Gale.
Yeah, you know, I think
Gale's a master oppressionist.
I think there may be
She's the
people-
next Galileo.
I think
Come on,
there may be
guys.
people pranking Gale. The people that are doing it, I don't condone that shit. I find her stories amusing and shit, but I don't know.
Ben condones it.
No.
I think you said 100 times you don't condone it, so I don't think anyone is ever going
you
to call
know,
you on it.
Ben's like, I don't condone this.
Yeah.
For the 12 millionth time. I condone it. I think it's right.
You do?
Yeah, fill her head with nonsense.
See how much time they put in the fucking websites and shit?
Yeah.
There are these guys out there, like, punking her, you know, trolling her, contacting her on social media and feeding her these lines of fucking garbage, right?
Okay,
I imagine,
Gale.
like, contacting her as, like, Brent Spiner, claiming to be the real Brent Spiner and telling her that the other Brent Spiner she sees on TV is like a clone. You know what I'm saying? Giving her this elaborate fucking bullshit story that she's buying. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you think stuff like the poo cocky, right? Which is like a nuclear weapon full of poo that explodes and turns into...
No, I think it was New Cocky.
There was a Pukaki, too.
Oh, was there?
Yeah.
the tacos and burritos that fly into the sun and impregnate it with space babies, yeah, that is a joke. But she believes it, you know, because she actually is a diagnosed schizophrenic. And this is where the story kind of turns into sadness. Because she really is sick in the head. But she really does believe all this, you know? And she's also actually published books. Seriously.
Yeah, I've read excerpts from the books. Honestly, I enjoy the creativity.
The creative?
I
Gale.
do.
We should read some of her
I
books
do,
on the
like
air.
I
Silver
do.
Skies.
Yeah, that's a good one.
By Gabrielle Channa.
She's got her own account on fucking Amazon where you can buy a bunch of her fucking books. You know?
Matthew McConaughey.
There's Matthew McConaughey right there.
Matthew McConaughey fell in love with Gale
years ago
because Matthew McConaughey played the character of Brent Spiner.
You know, I'm now even more convinced this is done by Gale. It's even showing her books for sale.
What with Teddy Rubskin?
Teddy
controlled
Rubskin
by
is Gale.
Yes.
So obvious.
Like what? Man, I gotta get some of these. Hell yeah.
Nice try, Gale.
Fucking
$1.50.
You know what I'm saying?
Why not?
Anyway, till fucking next time. Keep it real.
I
Thanks, Gale.
I endorse Gale's book. If you want to read that book, pay $1.50 for it. Support Gale with her
Support
books.
Gale. Buy her books.
I would. I'll go buy it
You
myself.
know it's going to be interesting.
Fuck it. I will go buy Gale's book. Literally, I will.
And Ben is practically illiterate, so for him to buy a book,
I gotta like.
Is it a picture book?
Yes, and I gotta like put my finger up on the screen. And
I
just follow it,
can't read this.
They walked
Talking here. Why are you against smoking cigarettes, but are totally fine with weed?
Calling you a hypocrite.
Is this individual that asked the question completely and utterly stupid?
Yes.
Why would I be against smoking cigarettes but fine with weed? Okay, show me how the statistics on how many people die from smoking weed versus how many die from smoking cigarettes. Huh. Gee, I wonder why. I can't really fathom why that would be. You know, maybe it's the 430,000 people that die in the U.S. every year. How many people worldwide die from smoking
Scotty,
cigarettes?
I want a cigarette. Come downstairs.
You know,
quit taking a shit.
and you'll hear arguments. That's fine, whatever.
All right.
It's a really stupid thing to ask.
Mass murder pills, everybody. I'm testing out a new piece of camera equipment, so I thought, might as well send in a question of the Drunken Peasants I've been meaning to for a while.
Your camera
this
sucks!
One is, of course, for everybody, but Ben, you might have a little bit of a bias in this area. I was wondering if you guys had any insight into why TJ's fans have galvanized around Ben the way they have. I mean, it's pretty unique to him. There have been a lot of people that TJ's brought around in the past, but even though they might have their niche audiences, Ben really has picked up a lot of support from the fan base. I have my own theories. For instance, I think that Ben not having any lateral interest in YouTube doesn't really distract or present him as competition as fake Sagan or Cody might have appeared to the audience before.
I honestly don't. I mean, like, not an insult to Ben, but I actually don't think what you're saying is true. Cody, basically, his channel grew and his Tumblr grew exponentially from TJ's fan base. So I don't really find that to be a true statement.
I mean, if you're going to say, I would say there's, like, less hatred of Ben than other people that I've dealt with. Like, he hasn't, like, other people have been polarizing. I would say Ben's response is more positive. But I think probably it's because we established ourselves on a separate channel before we ever put content on my channel, so people kind of already knew what to expect to a degree. Yeah. And there has been some, like,
also Ben is the most
reaction to Drunken Peasants.
Ben is the most stable, level-headed person of those people mentioned by far.
Yeah, Ben is, like, very sane compared to pretty much anyone else that you listed.
Also, he's not just a massive douche all the time.
Not all.
There you
the
go.
time. Not all the time.
Yeah, Ben is only a douche like 28% of the time.
People TJ might know, so hey, that could contribute to it too. But I'd like to know what you guys think, particularly Scotty, since he's a little more objective when it comes to the channel relationship there. But hey, like I said, all opinions.
I mean,
are
I see TJ's point. I see TJ's point in that respect, but I mean, I don't necessarily know if Cody was as polarizing as you say, because a lot of people were like, even after he stopped doing your videos, were like, bring Cody back to do the camera work.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't necessarily think there was a huge outcry against him.
It's very hard to even really gauge, like, how people react as a whole, because there's so many different individual opinions usually.
You know, I would say that if you looked at the trends, most people respond positively to Ben. I mean, I'm sure I've seen plenty of comments. Ben's an idiot. Ben's whatever. But I mean, you can see anyone on this channel.
Ben's an idiot. All right.
Hello, Drunken Pet.
Bob. Thank you for freeze framing again, Ben.
Bob time. Like
Cause I like this. I poop in my pants.
Ooh, Bob tongue need to suck on boobs.
And potential guest.
Potential
I have
guest.
2 questions for you today.
What do you think, potential guest?
One being, what is your most unpopular opinion? Like, aside from all the atheism sort of being an unpopular opinion in America.
Probably the most unpopular opinion was when I said that I don't really understand how people who eat meat can condemn people who fuck animals.
I disagree with that statement. Not what you just said. Not what that. When you said soccer sucked, I think it was the biggest outcry against you, pretty much.
Yeah.
Right.
It's kind of sad, but that really is true.
And then every time I've criticized feminism, I've had a backlash from that. There's a lot of unpopular opinions I hold.
Not me. I hold all the popular opinions.
Ben's such a lying sack of shit. What about you, Scotty?
Yeah, what's your most general?
I think it actually happened the last show, and I was like, slap that kid.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And then people are all like, you're a horrible person. Don't ever have children. It's like, fuck off. You're the same. To me, those are the same kind of people. Okay, one, it's like they act like that's my first solution to the problem.
He's
like,
doing it again.
Like just punch a kid in the face, which is totally untrue. And also, it kind of strikes me as the same kind of people that when someone was to punch them in the face, they're like, "You're assaulting me! Stop! Ow! Stop it!" It's like, stand up for yourself.
Well, look, I mean, on that note, maybe it's about time that I confessed something to you guys. No, seriously. I got something to say. It's serious. So, look. All right. You guys done talking amongst yourselves? All right. Well, listen.
Okay.
What
is it?
That night that we had, back in
What
Atlantic
night?
City. Atlantic City.
Ben, cut the show.
No, listen.
Cut the show.
Okay, we have to bring justice to the families.
Cut the
who
cut the show.
Hey, no,
The
you need
show's
to
over.
fucking be.